defeat in the last general elections, Akonya Abaso may put two things right with party no amamre omudi buni ade. Enti nhihye bia wo ho a mufi se ometumi ayama party na sa gina nan so. Now going into 2028, ometumi asa recapture power no. Shall say from a ne or the National Delegates Conference. Over 5,000 delegates across Ghana. And Omakudrun Crime House Amri Amino Kasei. Yen reporters, even say JC Kappa, and Samuel Kwao, or more grounds. Very soon, you have crossover and the UG Stadium now, and you're more dinkomo. Now, before you rush studio, come the last and come in your mudia, the normal chairs, I feel no more share roll call, I say. When I was a party in penny for to me, borrow call. No who say delegates be by and as we buy we are ma so but it is expected to say about 5,000 and over delegates and a bit to me attribute to the University of Ghana Stadium now or modest our conference as so. Kofi my team initial comments quick ones over what shall I mean Jumadi no kakra o ka fa ho na afi other questions e wetri
penina ka say woni amahwigu a and now who is say say MPP for ekwa abato so 2024 near man ko yi ama na ehun akohia sa de ko de airport ye nam so e ma ntwedu ni baaye no omutimi ye hwemu ST committee ye Yura Mark Okui na numu na akwa de adi se e wose ne ma bi e wo manyoku no ma momre bi ho no ma wose no mukusia na omosesemu ne kwan so ano no na se enkane no se omo top to down se first part na nke Kanu
bottom up two from Asie ekosoro enti
ne se wo hwe amendment na omokoye na edoso yi pa edoso pa se bia enkane no omoye se bia ye beto aba na ye bekwa akoto abayi efomfo no saa de akosoro se bia ombesha ase free coordinator omofree coordinator police station no omofree ho no na afei omoba constituency no omofree constituency a na afei omokọ regional omofree regional na afei omokọ akochia ayi mpanimfo ankasa ya omobehwe se frank atufo de no ni ade no omokọ akochia na wodomaye enti enne no hwe a ansakraye bi ebeba enne dwumadi na omo ebedi no se ebeya omo sesa niema mu a no so betimi abo omo nipa ba akofo nko a enkoje niema enkenten so se enkane ye ba beto aba so nipa bi wache mu mienu afa baako na wache nipa mu mienu afa baako na je se hodom no so no sikatua bi kwa akobema ma obi akotuetue sika na ebi kura na asiritu ahenefo no enye omo ono no mo pe no na enam bibi apie mu na sika bi apie mu nti no na yakwa akoto ama na de wo hawo aba beto amanyokuo no so enti ne kwa so ano no ne dwumadi na omodi ne kwa so ano no ye bo mpa de ata omochi se eniama betimi akoyie na omo ayi na ombaye ni bi ni propose amendment no bi yese kwan omofa so a presidential primaries no kwan omofa so a omo ebeyi no se first ba kra no na omudi kan ekoto kuma bi wom se wo kaya MPP mu omo baomia ne Yura Lanchemate mu ne Yura Kennedy Japan mu gina ye no nse mpanimfo bi di kan kosi ai ene ne obi a ne nya bi tuye ekoyi obi a omususu se siritu ahenefo no to abama na obetime kuta franka de amano no nse so obekaya ho no de abufo bi kura kakra be ya Yura Lanchemate ye se de bi se de niema si kuro na se ye abu na faso edinya de odokura no ye interested bi ene no dantia so okaya eno so amu na yekonya aso down no se okai sa abre no ma Yura kan ni bu fu ya didi mu a aba be wie eye wono ene no ne nyina ye nsakra ya wo kwa akoye se de be na manyokuo no ebetimi etumpon na afei kwan yon be faso na ebimu ebetimi ato abani bie bibi etese abai kra mpanimfo bi a omobre aso twemu omobre aso twemu metre eye former MPs ka ho so wadi MP agina manyokuo di mo di MP da wo ka sa agye ho so munya sesem di na chese aba no wo so ye to a obetu bi eno da nchen a MMDCs for eka ho na afei test cons so for omo so eka ho bi ansa na afei aba fam koraa na bia wokɔ polling station so a yɛbɛka sɛ bia nsakyerɛ no a yɛbaa bɛyɛ no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde bi ka ho anaasɛ deɛ teɛ na ɛnyɛ ne saa de nyinaa yɛ nsakyerɛeɛ a ɛnnɛ wɔn mɔkɔ akɔyɛ ama amanyakuo no atumi atu mpɔn yɛn sɛ twerɛfoɔ grant so yi deɛ yɛwɔ ha yɛso tete ha na yɛhwɛ sɛ deɛ nneɛma bɛsi akɔ no na
yɛhyɛ tiefoɔ so bɔ sɛ party no mu mpanimfoɔ nkɔmmɔ mɛdi no wɔ platform no so anaasɛ ɔmo ɔmɛkasa kyerɛ delegates ne adeɛ nyinaa no ɛduro bia na obi ɛkasa a yɛbɛma mo ate ne kasa no live from the University of Ghana Stadium ti ɛnyi wɔ afidie no mfiri akɔbi yes initial comments na afei yɛn take you off from other matters I can't dwumadie kɛse ɛba so na
all right medasi maminchia etiefo nyina na also to those of us share our Facebook no massive for joining us anopay na my initial comment okay Kanu, there is this famous saying say debia wokoso ya ade baako na o hwehwɛ sɛ resource beba no ebe different a na kyɛ sɛ bibia to sni so ate aseɛ enti ebra no whether say eye eku ana say ye ankrankre yetnase ne ya hwehwɛ ya bra boom sɛ di esi ye nuoma ene kwan ebefa so a ebekɔ yanim right enti e normal say for example miko fila bi metnase ne mahu say okay last year me ye weni enti baby anam pese me kodru wa brabom no mantimi anko se me san toa so ye saa de krona me nya sure se metimi anya gidi se me komani because last year me ye ankomani enti no ene ma me nsese nuomam so the whole idea of trying to make changes right for the party to move forward nedia idea in my view edanakwem especially if you look at the last elections 2024 the year 2 ya na o share details of abatoɔ na ebe cut down in the history books say if we see a sha say ye to aba nyina we ne abatoɔ NPP amanyuko no momode mo ankonkan kra so much so that out of 276 constituencies no Kanu omu opponent which is NDC enyamu 184. It should tell you say the performance of the party our last year elections no ankoye even in Ashanti region the stronghold of the MPP NDC could get something around 7 seats ewa Ashanti regional aha na ye NPP amanyuku no ne nkrabat like na ho ade pa na ha ne gina enti say opponent etiminya seat like that ewa ha it should tell you say enoma ankoye enti there's nowhere
including seats more or less like bona fide properties of
absolutely
the NPP.
Yes.
Yes.
Because say we call Western region here, baby to say Kwesimintim constituency a NPP there, but they lost it in the last elections. Escado Keteng money adina, they lost it. So until generally no NPP more demand koye. And you know, who be here so betnase no ma hwe the way omuye omunoma but what you say
so yeah
na fi o masise nuoma moving forward and no na de ya bedua you kai say yete Michael Koi committee ni ade ene omo etutu hu anamo ni nyina no is to make sure say ombesisa enuoma mu se ne ebe ya enkuguo na party ni nyaaye no by the year 2028 na omako mani magina mpempenso bi a ombetimi free the position of Nkuguo about the position of Nkunimidie. So what you say?
Yeah.
I remember presidential no, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC pulled something around 56.55% of the votes in the end a PMU on records. So what I say. So I mean, for them to sit down and say no man there, but how to go about it, another issue altogether. Ena odi enuoma begum krata so no, ade baako. Ena say nuoma na akon krata so no Kanu wode be ye adwuma no, eno nso ye another issue altogether, right? Enti no, enei se wo hwe amanyokuo ni mu a delegates conference is like the highest decision making body. So what you say, enti no ade bi ombeje atum bia no ebe konkrata mu no eno na amanyokuo no ebedi so ye koye nimu yin. Enti ene a huge day and a very important day. Now I'm just hoping say delegates no, right? Omni from esi ahene for no, right?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping say sa report ane 300 pages. Na omusu oma simplify no into easy words and languages ebema ukanya umre no wati asiye no edi aba bedru 59 propositions and motions no. I'm just hoping say delegates for no omatimia go through and omati asiye and abatu obekoso but enya abatu a sebio yedimo obi positions. Yes. But abatu a yedije proposals atum. But on say 5,500 delegates. So we na present. Ni ka 59 motions. Can you say ni enken so? And you know, obviously what is likely to happen is the acclamation type. Those who are in favor, yes. Those,
no.
So after say national chairman akasa, general secretary akasa, national treasurer akasa mu musika semni at the end, and clearly we can even say it even before say treasurer bekasa semni nkoye. You remember the last time and say or say honorable Kennedy Japan code more musika be no mutimi setting payments be and all of that. So until after we know na via co action. Until for me, all in all, is a very good exercise. But when they are done on paper, the aka to put them into practice, and what they are the biggest challenge. Until we see how and also
yeah, I am for a first interview from the conference grounds. I know the University of Ghana Stadium, Legon. Even say Jessica Pa and Samuel Kwao and I represent Otec FM and Jumadi Nasio Mohamano. So Penny, what you mean?
Yes,
fantastic. Fire firm Mukudru ho I mean the more who name so honey so far situation on the grounds ni nyina no kan nyina bomai yeti yo mre pa ntinya botrene kasa.
Well, I go to me that say now once again yancha in a team for Otec 102.9 now ye more ma pa biem and from the Delegates Sports Complex ewo enta police man so say there was the kind the actual and there na MP chairman no Omo annual delegates conference so na say the enyim no say we ni eya koya the foforo e dia mo na the foforo eya koya ne say omo abetina abamu ifie nwotwe enti omo competition this is their first conference omo eye enti no na say we said and then ensem ko so hanu say pa akoto so far so good let us say bia e dey na kwemu an Tumedi no afia na sekeye ball wa mutini dia cafe na referee no abo aben ye ba be pass ball no e won se e wo mo kedo na so mo time table no so say anka tumedi ni be chance anopam nonko no nwotwe eye 8 am anopay na o se chance yanzo akoto tan ye ka say afei e na wo mo achase no kura no nyen chance papa bia e roko e na o ma chance ma ye bo rating media ni abo chairman ko awudi animu na say ya bo executives a omudi animu na say ye ni ayaka na so mo maka no so no ya bo rating di sa asante rating na no muna sorry negia woma pege omonsa ne ya ma kwa aba na pe no another region as a region to aso no na omo abo omo today agoto ubepie mu anum ti anu kwanya me ni ye mo empanyufo abaso wo bambo honsem security no very 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 tight to anum ti ya emfa ho ene bipa ko awoye the one kita accreditation at that time na ye remuni die one kita accreditation wo ye hwan that dey na show dey me kura wo obu akoto omo eman ko diso kita official accreditation NCP amanyuko no ya omo ede emina in central for ne man for so mo ba no eno ko ana na anopa no omo ewura ma this an dey kura ye kase eno ana egusu adwuma e wa hanu ntia eno ntino ama movement akoye restricted eno ntino wo se ebi ono ma anka wo ye central ni obeti freely anko rema ba o de bi ene de eno de o ma anya ne sa this is a no ka to de nesa na tie ne momo o target a ko we ni de ko e se wotina no e hono ene ye ma cho na ye de wakọ no wakọ tina e pia mo so ye nyina ni se na nsai covid won sensem covid won kama kakra bo pa le bon potem hanu bi ya na eno so e ya koyewu eno so ama ye accommodate so everything for mo hanu so ayire mu den pa e se no ogun pa e de so titupa any notes and at face mask no ene omo ekibira mantia utu wonu ma na tese ye gidi e ama na dia utu hene e dia fe pambo e dia ama ho e ja go to so fa no bia eye e da na kwam a ye hwe ni mu de enche bia no tume die no e be chance na ye nche ke ko se na dey eye NPP conference na e pa so no eye assembly a e da so ene say rebuilding together with our values na tese ye tina ye na ye dia stadium ye name amane ato NCP amanyuko no na say and you know that is a conference o ma me no team na that no say omo ba no ma ba be so mu ye na fe and some e gran so mo de play part na so ni tiki o mo de play part na kilo o mo na so na so mo ta statue amanyuko no oju na so no o mo tini atini asa acheto mo ti aba ba mu bi o ma na se je ti na die no e be ti akọ ene ni Kanu osha items na eya ma kuma ku 61 items and so be time no umunya ensha na ye sha national chairman and na e na no system bra be tru ika na fe no yakọ general secretary na fe no impanyufo ahodo a omo kekeka ho ni nyina no so no akasa ansana item 69 okrampo constitutional amendment committee and also so I want to say so omo e de ba na pe no person omo je e ma amanu ko ni ko ni and after ya and kofo anata manu ko ni mu e daba se omo de ka omo na no a e be bo amo be no and no na omo be no last but one item se and no se de omo time to na so omo se de na agoto wa ya that you go to our home say yes you know e be sha se kwa na se no you be free ma ba no so no ye de ato etipu enu na ye nkare bi nse mpanyufo dodo na no e na etini aba be pie mu hanu say ya ene de omo do omo ni munyam e ba be tete medie leti na mom ade ba ko a e ya ma dwumadie no ni fe ene na nika e ya kokọ me se agoto ye nyina du se titi NPP amanyoku no e be ye NPP amanyoku no eye amampanyi yenu ena etini anase nipa mienu ena etini de amanyoko no achitumi atraso esie nwotwe na tese eye yewa tona de kum kofuo one na na do dan kofuo ado yewa de kum kofuo from 2000 to 2008 na na do dan kofuo ado from 2016 to 2025 omumienu ena etini ati abai edi amanyoko na so na de obefie mu anu se ya pia ni wonu ma ekrese omumienu omubetia ba edi kan ye diketi hu nkomo na akoya ake ni dikita but akoso ubepie mu hanu se ya pia de di se sample ni fo elienu ya omo enedi NPP amanyoko no atina Ghana akonya sedan omumienu nyina no edi ga ubehwe omo brochure na mse ya opia no bi semwo mbenso so edu ba bia ye era atikunkuko ewo na edi ni mfonyi nkwa ne da ho saa na do dan kwakufu ado so kolom no you bring in one of the home. There's an anti-share name at the center you quiet and say, or money, any or more video nothing, young piano so yet, or man of December or Modi and what in my and only at the back one. Much let you listen a perform and what made my family. Now we are not there, and so far so good. A woman and if I go for a certain car or mobile, the union is almost a nipper to move park, not so another chance in them. And said that ancient cranny there. Then she did the piano a chance to we're sharing Cacatia, a black color them. And if I don't know, nothing, you if you find it, whatever the system.
Oh, okay. Let me feel say ka be my so far penimfo atitire bi omo part ni mu a wa sport omo grounds so far.
Oh well, penimfo ne dey akoto do na ba chairman three around and I feel former Kumasi mayor KM mayor you got some pine around me hu Samuel Kuso around I say Queen around nothing so around Justin Kodia and a million who but me you be a open pressure man ka chere say you are Justin Kodia echo is that or position one sayaba and you know or more any million who is name yes I go to so yes I want to cook and the program I go to any answer to apply over here the pastor is in the chief they said you make your son muna over in a crab boy in the book what we are to I go to cook so about the young if you want to get the car but one na and about name no ya na ke se wa kwata VIP no emu ewo ehro na o try say conference no e be chance amana ye and na won say akoto ebi won so ateni nyan chance e ka ye ni no obi okwa no aba and so do o hye ne term a ya AC for you know sanity Antonio for the ye dey ya ye ni say go na beba the wuchi da na do dan ko fufu do en ye gba je fufu a ya confirm the to mo mana go na aba ai bi so aso hye ni say so everybody
oh okay so ndi mwatumi a confirm say mpenimfo mienu ya omo na lead party into government since you were the fourth republic mu omo ntumi ma but omo che die nti a omo ntumi ma
well akoto officially ni nyanya kata bia nfi bia ho lemom je ya tenka kakra ne je ya tete we were the kumfo de na ne plan to say okoye medical review and autocorrection upon the outside the country and no and I take care that's why you have to in every and at the then I'll be a criminal and yet you say oh my mom to the you know and I'm echo to land in Honor and one I go to more grounds and also to come from a football and the so now no say there thing that you go here no and drop for and I we take it to me that you make the network aka yankin ko e je kakra no e ko ba say you see e say you no pray this you no pray no that na akoso ene de no ama chicken komo e dey say aso asem no na chete no kura kakra bi wo and am pay for here say omo e be na kata so mu aso ana no there it's at young women for you no mutin koma bitiri ye say tempo anu dia ye tia niema na takoto ye wa ha de den a ye ne mpanyimfo do na be hia na be tempo.
All right, so Ivan Zate until the Montra na mun gather one or two guys be around the next interview bana muni o makasa mai bakwa wo ho.
Oh yes, we are around your grounds now. Said them the kaka movement na I restricted kaka you know who too na ya na ja kwa ma kwa kweti na said them you know kwa around in na ne wa hanu ya ikua ye compete wa hanu
na ana o me mbesen kam busa no so one question be.
Oh well no friend say one say the ya no no tie na na fa ko na M1 ya me ka say me ma ba outside the state for the new and come and on also inside the state over on also church over.
Oh okay. Na party mana mobile no so se bi ben wan ka try na ba ko ana mienu bi yenti omo so expectations na afinka ye ne munwie wo ho.
Well, Akoto
Oh, enya you saw the yen tenem ran e bobo achi.
Ma mention menya popa na say no kata. Akoto na come to person no kata. Good morning. Well, Akoto, young kata na
okay, all right. Evans Mate, that's beba very soon. To be any sukura na also wait here now so ntemni aba. Why? All right. So I don't think say we should be expecting any form of violence be our the ones that already is a party, factions here, and then even the decisions from the bottom up, up bottom, one approach, and crabit me creative divisions because Ubiane ideology I believing in, and Ubia Suni Penina alternative. For instance, Abia, me support to say, Katachi Bezel Abia, one now be flag bearer my party, no. Why ideology is say, Yanton bottom up, Yantun free, throw, Emra form. Ena ebia emos support Kofi Labi so me flag bearer but Kofi Labi believe say yentum free
bottom up
a form enkosro it is a confusion ni kakakura to me create a bit of violence be or stance ni money one or two but menya sure say there be too many of these things and na ojube den I say but per the report even jama idea it means be bia okay or
yes so say even before say enebedu no kra no party mpanimfo no mane ye clear say Oma bani campaign. There's nothing like campaign activities. Ewo ho inti ohwe images a omo edi brandy venue no. Ashase na because Dr. Baomia former vice president inti na an image eka ho but actually no mu puli ni images ni frame. Hanti oma ye strict on that and this is not like ye koto aba mobi and I koto aba ma we so proposals right intino enameka say we no yemfa ballot box kra misi wo say we koto ana we
easy form
until we ye fa yes
acclamation
absolutely ye ma back first one so if you are in favor you say yes, those who are not in favor you say no by virtue of noise no. Okay, the yes have it near koyenim. So that's how they will do it. Because because according to our constitution, you know, if you are to vote, I will say each proposition biano a commanded 2/3 of delegates, no. So what I see you, it take a lot of time. And you share sa and she say constitution they are to no crowd or more conferences or my so. They have used what they call convention or more adopted that acclamation way of voting, you know, just to make sure say at least normal ebe fast na you move on because 5,500 delegates and yekitwa so what you say even back then no crano na delegates no our number no was around 300 and no krempo no they didn't vote on through the ballot on issues and clearly no I don't expect over 5,000 delegates and the papers ne box to be so so obviously it will be the acclamation type and sa exercise we know na confusion and she the nimpi to say baby I the ballot box to sabi so ne ade aye vote na ho na manfo campaign gidigidi all those things no this one Oma form a committee na ye nedwuma ena ordinary report aba right ena mpanimfo are breaking it down so into 59 proposals into your fun one after the other near eko it I don't expect anything like maintain me who has any confusion ni gidigidi bia because nobody is going to campaign there not even omo epese yentu abamom no medi party nanim so what you say those are the things you can expect me assure say it's a normal exercise usually no sɛ wote confusion ɛwɔ saa exercise wei bi ase a na ebi a media houses anaa media personalities bi a party supporters bi feel say bi a ɔmo nsɛm kan ne ɔmo dwumadie mu no nkɔmma party no ɛna wobɛhu sɛ attacks bi kɔ ɔmo so right yɛhu saa whether sɛ ɛyɛ conference anaasɛ ɛyɛ any party gathering no usually one of the things ɛtɛsi ne sɛ wobɛhu ana wɔfa na nkɔfoɔ bi akɔyere ne sɛ wo na no kura na wo nsɛm kan bi a wo kan na gyesɛ wo mpɛ party na sɛm saa no mani bi but even that today I don't expect some of these things to happen there you know to say the okay clearly you can expect to say a peaceful exercise and to be honest they cannot even cause any confusion because the whole exercise no butaye sisu ne say yakokun ye din kugu ekwan a ye fa so a ye kokun no amoaye enti yesesem. And I've listened to some of the party persons including some of the MPs and yenia Kojo Ponkroma. I listened to him and he said say party ni values so say adie bi a party ni gina so ye di gina so party ni fapem ye de tete wo mo no and then I say party fo no atwom ho afri ho ebi to say sacrifice any service. People are not ready to sacrifice and to service for the party anymore. So what I say, I hear all about interest, personal interest near there, including even delegates. And untina on record say Joe Kazim be say fear delegates. Mekai say build up to the election 2024 Kanu. Even on the election day, me call be quiet. And some of the commentaries around, a man for only being come and no say, okay, mo say mo delegates, and I will be why I mo be 5,000. Ya some TV account, and I will selected Kanu abase. Mento abama no nkodi MP. Wabra me de me nya hwe. Ti de wo kwaji 5,000 say nya TV ka ho a o select ni ba ye no. Mento mano. So, into all these things contributed to some of the challenges a party nenya yeah, especially in the last elections. And at the idea of a more expanded electoral college no aba up because Kanu say adieni ye fewer chances are that Miko feel admit me a corrupt you munyina but say eso nipa e dom no amanfo ekoto abane doso a how am I able to service everybody?
Yeah, it be I bet you mom bibi ba enye adia esom because we got remember say say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in NDC for no more prime no more 2 years or no. I think omo bia case across Ghana so be kaya
I say omo kan TNT
omo TNT na ya nzo bia nya around 40 cedis but nia to pay 40 cedis to over be nipa be the audio hon o kaze is guy no listen saasi no nti na delegate ni delegate bia nkomo ka kra bia nkomo yi but because omo doors nti no onti mo bia kese nti so bia nyi we fafaka na koto aba fafaka na koto aba
enti no minya kese nti no 40 cedis
eno kwa na ho amanfo bon atwede so be kai a bi so mo anya bi na nse mebre
so atiase and another example
the mbeza me kan kwesi ni say the capacity to pay ewo ho you get it the capacity to pay ewo ho e bi o muntimi ntua na kese but fa ho ni padodo a but if it happens en ke bia o bia or party member bia o kita or party ni card bia na ekoto abana we are talking over millions of people.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the expansion of electoral college na one seven no. You see, who instances are MPs be right? Omo primaries no. They could pay their way through delegates, but it do general elections no because omo ekoto abanima bi enti no. Ahia na obetimi say o ma delegates bia emfa ne say 4,000 a. It drew general elections. Now bet me ama voter bia 4,000 now usika wahi
not possible.
So that's how come the idea of expanding the electoral college, you know, about that proposal and say see ebiemu dia any it becomes difficult for people to pay their way through.
Well, 2 minutes to 12. Young go back to the grounds. Evans, etiam so say, pennyfo bi abeno. Ate say, or we so no chinkomo. Yeah, Evans.
Yes, Mr. Kanu.
Aha, young ko you too.
Well, yes, pennyfo ba ko yo ni no mo sa no. Kenya amago Kennedy Kwesika someone say, people so far, then we do next year, and then the other is super.
Yeah, Evans, my.
Now, right away, everything is in order, and I have ordered the order. Actually, the patriotic party is united. And we are in 2020. Because I'm saying, the charity is the media. But the other thing is here. Everybody is involved in it or myself. And I'm very happy. That's why you have a panoramic media also about the war. That's what I'm saying. I'm coming here to do so. But what is coming back to power in 2020. I'm not very respect. You might be able to say in the shop there. I'm talking about conference in your shop there. And get my papa that way about. It's gone. And no one can be predicted. But it's easily done with them. All the power is done. They go on the if you get interviewed, they didn't have what meetings and gas. And then I make what prosecuting power. For all you know, there are going to be a question about and then people are fishing for a check number. And the traffic down is very intense. Who be airport for a man? Now they can allow them, maybe about the fire. And you can see things there. Don't have to be every number I actually want to say. But the other one to the next step.
Yeah, Evans, what's the main car?
According to them, the new patriotic party is the decision-making body of the party.
Otec 102.9
It is the highest decision-making body of the party. The one the constitutional amendment. Yeah, there will be a conference this year, but the constitutional party, at least every year, and the conference here, and the party, every presentation, then you have to get to electoral, every constituency, every constituency, and I have to be in the house. Then you can't know why that baby that I'm like a conference that is decided. Every and nobody that is now my constitution. Now, the people for me, and Kwame, TV, I'm going to take it up with them. The different styles we are not. Both of the or princess that proposal on a very juma. I am a democratic person, and I believe in my justice. A German party can stand him after all. So I'm showing you one here. A juma. It's the moment and the cardio be we are former member of parliament. The proposal that from if you want to say, as a former member of parliament, any former appointee to Traba. And then this is the one. Where they have the decision making body of the party. Yeah, but the party for the Juma. Because I agree. And I have a Kirawa. And a party member of the channel. If you know, the bra. I am mending, the bra. The carrier is at the Juma. Honorable Senator, now quickly, and then you are for Santa, everything from former CEO, and the man National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program. Oh, yeah, as I say, I come to share, and then you come out of Kanu, Chief, so far. Yo, I'm saying, I want to know my constituency across the country. I'm born. When you focus on the conference, everything of now, you are successful amendments, any proposals that want to have. Party for any command, I have constitutional review committee. I'm going to have the idea to the na party quiet guna fi yehu enema ebejina so ede plan going forward. Well, yes, guys, proposals are not something will be a kind of higher there. And that's my college. That's not college. Yes, that's democracy, representation. Now, the I think will be who knows what the presidential parliamentary president constituency, right there up to national and new position above. They are my former MP, MTV. They are my former MP, former CEO, selling a line for the bar. Almost all kind of be our party, no money can be. It is that is the enemy and then conference every year too. Now after the first that's the proposal in another class another one of that is the letter expanded. But
the choir, I say, 4 years time with you know, they are training. I use computer. And I'm pushing them a year. Oh, yeah, friend, we saw any patriotic party in India. Or you can't remember, in good time, you can use piano. That's why you're saying it. Now, also, you have a general to one minute, you have a party, the woman,
well, Chief, my main because we say down, just take Peter NPD during 2024 elections now. I said it's more protector. Who need you mono just now everybody.
It is a started a conference. And then I conference, then about 3 people, a bit 2 and more. Now, they are a reorganization. If we say, we are in Cabo, when we go back in a campo, yeah, Rester and Shishaya, I bet you have 2 more conferences. And I know that way, I mean, 2 and more, Papa, I bet the fight in a book. Now, yet, you know, better alternative solutions to the development of Ghana. MPP, so they are bad, yes, sir. Wouldn't say you will be. Now, I know up why I'm a yes, I'm one will be to this election, sending him as a movie. So they are starting on an ample book and the conscious and scratches are there. It is so that the
Kanu, former CEO, and I say in Canada, I mentioned a property from Okada, now you met your photo after and ministry, or more education for Bumpire. That's a Canadian. I have a former communications director. I was at Samantha. Good morning, that is good morning. Oh, yes, I'm not now. So I make sure you are going to protect the and so far, as a gift and second divorce, 10 or 2 months, and they get it as a day. As I get to years, oh, but it's an NPP, I'm going to put it. You make it say no, won't you take the public somebody at the I think I'm saying, we're delegate conference. If I don't know about him, people now are going to say, no. One back, I know, I want delegates, home bad, no matter charging, and you have one party. If you have never, I have a serious business. More especially in the amendment to the constitution, nothing the better to hear the opposition. And I'm here, you know, and I hear voice. So, before I hear anything I hear is someone more back from where the job for plan. So, here, I be a woman back to the arm. I will be a delegate, or back, or by the boy, and so on. From your left hand side, where the special guest called Chama Pony, who was this or already thinking as the assistant. Every week in piano, our baby, our tree, and every week in piano, continue the process, our baby, our piano, all the delegates being in our executive. I teacher will be idea on a Kunyam, and we have my better. It can never be easy here to be about nearby the year Jamboree. Somebody, I still do this. If I get back in home, let it pass in an anno, a kid idea what is. If they need to be a said the billionaire, I don't say, even if I don't know almost Jamano, and yet I did it. It is all public now. I got back. Serious business, Yamu. I met the hand up. Brochure is like an open and no more 8 a.m. as shall say. I introduction. Don't say, no more between constituency is now banned. Constituency is also by it. Have a clear one executive study. So to say, wouldn't be a bar. What being executive said, I think 1% and also who said, it didn't also be the be and a buy. It didn't also die. I can't really say, no more over a big song, who could bring a buy. Okay, is still with the former bad. And it's within the cat town. It's a pretty good. I idea they are dealing with normally.
conference in Nigeria at the Phobia. I mean, this is a time to be at the count. One out one casa will say the list. What the fuck now, Mukayano? Which I can't anymore. So what to do? Who you cannot? Because the name is to come there on Mukay. On the 8 o'clock, arrival of delegates. 8 o'clock, arrival. Arrival of but you would I see, but I will set time, no cut the time. And I will tell you, that is it. I can no matter. I was like, and no matter, I think I'm minority leader. And then, you didn't say, yes, second turn up the young 10 years old. I better see a better move Yaba than so by Yena, a bit of daddy. But the year who was there, some organizer every boy, and who was a quite constituency, Diano, every week, Diano, I think this is the right time. Yes, I see, I'm doing the past one. Young Jeopardy, I deal with a madre for photo come once and when move by. A month from you, look down, Mother Sophia to walk and German school. And let the woman and come up with a mumma. But I never move. That's a move I know how much to find. Not a woman to my be. I know, a woman, you know, never me. And she saw a penny you Mamma, apa bemuno. Omuye mu nyina yaman. Emma party no from that. I know did my party on the casa. On the casa. He said a video, you know. It is a move in Ababa. Taking young man to skills in the now has it. So pay the new it was all. We didn't say. You did a bad cost one no IFA. That is Tibiano, Omunia, and Omunia answers to no be a war. Assignment, I mean, it's all the casa. Casino Mumra. But as I program, you know, it is the mother car. Yeah, that's a semi to that. The more with the will carry that and the day and I didn't remember. And the Bia Beshankem. It's no hour. I will be here in place. But I'm did it through the friend saying, visuals, it is almost the Romo must be paid about the party, Machina Bia. Come on. And that's all who are. No, we are who had no my daddy. That's a pinky, a whole different penny to find. And the did you might give from Sunday or more baby, and not equally important. I'm our day. Oh, it's your more. I know who are too many people. It is a new meaning. But the young will say, my party, no opposition. And to see a most of come home, Namaba conference. There's a Kabuna model toast there, a young Kaubia Mayor campaign, Ubiam Fanata, their Braban, and not to say Abua, and answer. I've ever had so one with them about and Cassandra Naka would be out of position to know that we are torn. Young Pasama, Pesciano, I hope. What does it? They say a near fine. But the question is, what does it? They say a question near fine. That has to be another of the day and not a proper. They say, we are over of that. The point is, only hopeful. And in that one, see a beer for Yana or the back. What does it? When I have the fear, we have a party Juma. What does it? The party Juma and the young what you must fear. If you let a man probably do come on, ever you come on. It is another person. As it stands now, I never say any of the politics, no, and what I say. The by a year, I will have to tell them. It is the idea I have for no, what I say. I have for no, the very dependent you are. The very amount of Nakaboom, the very will be a energy was. This is what you want. What I say. If you come out with the party, I don't know, we are going to Abraham and I don't know. About the discussion about it. This is the way to go. I never any other campaign. Campaign time not about what by a year as a kid in an Obianti or when a campaign or Papa Kilo Juma. I was saying that party Juma and yeah. I said you're writing to your kind. The photo about you know, your more position. Yes, that's an unexamined life is not worth living. I think we are not quite what for share, what you know, there, I think the name. It is a two-year number, and then we have a share. I am many there, but the years of the room, maybe the 2 years a day, so now, but I don't want to and I have a baby.
If man, yes, yeah, I'm paying that the boy, I make one another. And then what money here. Fuck you, dear. The buyer by year, just do conference. And no one ever says, the new study room, the city, the constitution, ID, I decided to expand college, you know, and then get a count. And not any other year too, not the year run cut and nothing process here, and the Ayajima, they said to me an office, and maybe I cut him a amendments to one, and I bet what and the Babison now up the over the phone system. I know. Young communication communications director Samoa, who are manipulated by appointment. And young people propose as a banner, be a woman, Monsanto, now young to about explaining that. And more position. Then also, you're appointed to the election problem. Maybe you will be appointment, also be elected. Again, I got to say, yeah, appointment position. But as I said, we are a balance, not balance, only the account. You can have every term. What I say, and I do not want to say, to be a better swabber. The proposal in the room, it is better to give from over. I give proposals not to. That is everything one. There were 57 of the amendments I did back. If you have not the Agituma, if you have Kumaku, you have 10 marriage, no need the marriage, no. That be a senior home, the commander senior boy. Expansion of the electoral college. And no, here, part of the former members of parliament and the former appointees are Yamomo and Tuababi. And I say, I am taking part in decision making also. Because former members of parliament or more former members of parliament. This is the account. Yes, former government appointees. The beginning what I say. I think now I say, I say as a account. But you know, first, when any papa come and about many papa, the consequently, no, papa, and I said, Sama no any day in back and home, but the name I know 5 times. You a few one, I come 5. And here, maybe I'm here, therefore. The prayer now, I'm not part of the English, I don't have a password for them. But I say, they are putting me now, send your man and the no caca. It's done out there. And what the man did it. The Baba Yali, they're talking here. Every time, yeah, that you do 2000 for that family, and they have to do that. It's police station. Every police station, piano, then you're talking for one, and for Java. The fire say about the system. Then you're talking about what are you doing? I have no fire station. If you are talking down, that's the M1, that's the M1. The click was a million in another year. And they are not practicing, not their whole time. And they are there. Thank you. Well, that's it. And Mr. Akoto, you're a teacher, Uncle, and you're saying, Kanu, I have a greater charisma chairman. While also, I'm a delegate for the area. I'm a national organizer, no. The final national statement from the national chairman, the general secretary, and the member for my young woman so kakra. Now, yes,
all right, you best about who beauty, Bibiania, not what here and answer now, but yes, so you studio ha, Eddie didn't come on Kakra, can't you? When you are home, you about here.
Okay.
All right. So 12:22. Otec FM 102.9. Say a lot of
yes.
And
yes.
And but first of all, may I apologize for the initial poor quality of sound and air ban. Say you rectifying along the way. Name we are clear pa. Jama Kennedy can come.
Now the voice.
But some can boost this question across board. Na me team say. Yes, yenti the official reason why the two former presidents are leading party, no.
Yeah.
To me, Majuma de Nasibi. But in your personal opinion, if you say, Buapayobis, Nebuapayas, and say, like, Banana, one person, Majuma de Nasi, and as it could be inconvenient because we are one of the biggest events a party be organized post the election defeat. So nka one more lead party na kwa ba mu dane de was nkomo ho bi na afi omo so sabi ye tie omo nu asem ni ade. But unfortunately Nanado won't be there. And area kufuo so ntimi nkobi. Uhuni say kana na umbeso meba ho na say
nankomo
there could be genuine reasons in here.
Nankomo ha nkeye pa because they say you say akwaya abakwasemu since 1992 maybe before SHC say omoko say hyiemu iko say hyiemu ohun nipa do kokra na olusukura na yehu no presence e wo honom nifa say SHC from edubu ahemo time e no maye sa up to ene na we ne dia amana akwaye bibia ho kakra ne say saa mpanimfo mienu yewura kofo na yewura kufo ado wo na e de party no aba mu na sa dwumadie kese sei no ni ha no wo hwa na kakra sanka at least nka mpunka ba kokra emrabi nanka yehu se we ni bredi kan a MPP amanyokuo no wo mu di dwuma bi a ese fata sa ombe sa amendment we sa amendment we se ebinsi da so hwe atrapoe na ombegina so aye amendment na ebinsi o amanyokuo no mu da ntinka be ya abakwasema company mfo mienu nkomo hadoma nka ebeboa mate se yese obobe ye zoom asenso bi a omo bebo omo ni wo dwumadi na ase enso na nka enti se saa mpanimfo we se no omo ha se no so far so good dem say said the Evans mo etro yankra no omo se bibia de na kwa bibia ekoyo yanti kutame yanti jame na mo fa se we se no so ebeboa MPP amanyokuo no nze we be mfie nan hyehyɛ na ɔno ɛde hyehyɛ no enti wei ɛbɛyɛ na wopi ɛde ama amanyokuo no ama ɔmatimi ahyehyɛ ɔmo nneɛma nso so ɛyie kakra enti mpanimfo mienu a ɔmo ni hɔ bi na sɛ akɔ hadwen kakra enti sɛbre ɔsɛ MPP amanyokuo no ɔmo communication team no ɛsɔre gyina ɔmo na so defend the yie paa fi sɛ Evans di kama enya ne nteɛ sɛ na aka bi amanfo bi kan sɛ bi sɛ asɛ saa nsatraya a wo bɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ no amanyokuo mu no ɔhwɛ kora na kampanimfo bi ɔmo ɛbo anwe so ɛbɛtuma ba sɛ ɛyɛ saa ne teɛ anaasɛ nyɛ saa ne teɛ ɔyakɔ sɛ wɔnwo no kɛntɛn no sɛ kɛntɛn no aseɛ ne bam a ɛsoro no nyinaa bɛbam enti ɛsɛ sɛ nka MPP amanyokuo ɔmo communication team no ɔmo mmra bɔnten mɛkyerɛ asɛm ma ne tɔya sum MPP amanyokuo na ntɔ ɔmo sum na yɛhu ade ko de apɔte ya saa mpanimfo mienu wei adimi ama nti wei sɛ na kɔyɛ abakɔsɛm bi ti busa me a nka mpanimfo de deɛ na nkɔm wɔ hanom a na nka ɛyɛ ɛna Evans busa kwasi tia asɛm bi ɔbusa sɛ communication ɛyi no sɛ ɔmo deɛ na wakɔka ho bi sɛ bi ɔmo betimi ayɛ amendment saa ɛhɔ ne sɛ so ɔmo hwɛ ne yie paa ya na ɛyɛ paa sɛ ɛwɔ radio so a yɛka sɛ bi wɔ hɔnom a sɛ ɛyɛ appointment ɛna yɛde ama no sɛ ɔno na ɔba bɛda nkratoa no ɔma amanyokuo no wofrɛ no a sɛ wɔdware sɛ wɔyɛ dɛ bubububububu no walfafo no wɔkasa saa nti ɛno no mefii sɛ sɛ ɔmo sakra mu a ɛbɛtumi ama amanyokuo no atumi atu mpɔn fi sɛ ɔmo sɛ amanyokuo no ne nipa ntam gitahodie no yɛ na at times sɛ ɛkɔkyea biribiaa bɛkyea na so MPP amanyokuo so ɔmo ahohiahiam sɛ deɛ da bia yɛka no ekuro atu ɔmo enti kuro na ɔatu ɔmo no ɔmo hwɛ no ɔmo mia ne yie sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ na ɔmo ni so ade hunu nti ane ama wɔno makɔ akɔhyia wɔn kran no ɛbɛtumi aba mu ama wɔnom labi ɛka asɛm bi sɛ ɛnɛ ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ amanyokuo no bɔbrɛ paa ɛbɛkyerɛ ɔmo bɛbrɛ ɔmo dwumadi a ɔmo kɔdie no sɛ 2028 abato a ɛbɛto no so obɛdi nkunim a ɛgyina deɛ ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ no so ɛna ɛbɛtumi abo ɔmo ma ɔmo tumi adi nkunim fi sɛ yɛho bi da 2024 abato yi a yɛto yi ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ bukyia mu gya no saa ɔmo kɔyɛ super delegate yi no ɛna ɛhyɛ aseɛ nneɛma bi hyɛ aseɛ saa afei kɔ wi aseɛ na amanyokuo no na emu akyɛ sɛ tu ɛna didi mu ayɛ a ɔmo de adi ntwodie a wɔn edi 2024 no nokwasɛm ni ɔhwɛ Ghana abakɔsɛm ne ade a yɛn sɛ dubu ahentam hɔ baabi no koraa no saa brɛ ne yɛto ɔmampani deɛ no wie ansa na yɛba bɛto parliamentarians deɛ no adokra dubu ahiama o manko ye tu we ya no so o ma awia no ntinya de a obepre ama o mako parliament nti o manko ti se wo calculate saa bi si se bre ya entwodie ya o di ye 2024 ne de na ye fimfinam ya o hwe o ma o mo parliament o bu gina mu di ma MPP amanyukuro na wotimi hu se ekuro kese pa ena atu amanyukuro na surface pa no mo ye aduotwe ngodwe 88 ena sese ba ko afiri mu ena akasɛ 87 meboa aha 87 no kra no ya no so mbesa age aka ho nti ekoba de sa na akasɛ 88 enti ena be determine omo bobre ewo Ghana ya manyo sema ekoso no nti mi fi sɛ die eba no ye nti kutam ye nti jam die ye be fa no sa na akasɛ wono aya ade omo aya ade nti omo nko ne sa na ye hwɛ bitini akwakusie.
Yeah, Gobi, the absence of former presidents, you know, then a catcher.
On say on record, a media reports be by say both former President Kufuor and former President Kufuor a petition party in penning for a suggestions and common postponing conference no on record. Say former President Kufuor campe ena omo babontin be deny say bibia sa nko so right, but say uhu de ekoso ne ya na odwen kwachiri a yemfa ne say reports ne ba na unyi ni krampa ene no de ekoso no ebema once sa wadwen kra ummo sa report no entu kra completely right. So what I know is on record because of other engagements. So if that is the case, then it is possible say they knew they were not going to be here and they entino any and kamunfan shed da fufro. You see, they are not delegates, but omoye empanimfo mienu a so ati asio omo edi party nanim former President Kufuor na 8 years, former President Kufuor 8 years, tukabo mo 8 plus another 8, you are looking at 16 years and omo lead party no ewo aban mu enti omo wait no emodu forget about whatever obibeka about them. On record, they are former presidents, and by the virtue of that, umumuedu. Mekaise nan say interview bi babontia na omampani Kufuor voice woman na uti nkono na na ya kwesa ase opani ni hu ni say ne party no ase eyi na sinchen in a way, but onu so hu ni say still no ni bibia ye adwuma o bibi obetimi offer as opani a wali di party na ba aban mu pen a obetimi a ye di ama party no so ati asio nti no so omo wo ho a add something to the whole occasion so ati asie but you see party mpanimfo nso believe say ya share data wie ya tutu bibia wie and let's look at other alternatives, one of which mete here was that any nkebia omumre ebe makwan nkebia ombeye Zoom then omu message no nanka edru a omu apeke. Today we are hearing say it may not be something like a live Zoom encounter, but ebe be a recorded something they will play. Whatever be the case, Kanu, I think the most important thing is that proposals na abano ombe bobo huye na akonkratem. So what you see, as we speak, sa 59 proposals ya ye kan ho asem ya Owura Joe Wise committee ni dia tudwa say o mama na ye easy for people to understand. So that tells you says me a delegate, if I pick ya crafting it in such a way say language na woman cry easy to read and understand, no, right? What matters ni say at the end of the day omo ebe implementing in a way ebetimiama party no akonani, because as we speak omo nyina agitum say party na konechi ama, so much so that omo lose omo values bi kra. So they believe that these proposals, when accepted and implemented, and ebetimi the party na ba be gina empempen so a omo ebetimi akwa many year. And you see, yeah, the politics at nchen. Now NPP are the strongest opposition party we have in Ghana. We need them to be in good standings, because that's how democracy is. Say opposition for no enoma nko ya, then they will not be in a position to actually put the ruling government on check. Ebanisa, it is the country that suffers. Intermediate as a Ghanaian, and I offer on my Ghana siwa, on my Ghana be here say NPP for better to no ye, no more gino so as opposition party or mubibia koye, so that on betimia bois ama amai muono akoye, and yes, adia ebeha or mine in a way. So, irrespective of the fact that the two former presidents know anyone, what matters, and it's at the end of the day, ombetimi edia bobo about the proposal no in such a way, say it will put the party at a place one other issue I'm aware, say, as we speak, when they accept the proposals, we don't know when it is going to take place. It may not even take place on say 31st of January 2026, which is next year. And ombeto a flag bearer for Banu. So I elected the leader of the party moving into the next election. And no, as a National Council for no. And so to me because Article 13 of NPP Constitution has stated clear say conference, delegates conference no a jinx any tomb, but the existing one no is such that a National Council for no and a bit determine venue, date and time for those elections, right? And we must settle on the date. As to say, the new proposals here now mukobobo huajia to me ebe take effect. Ewo sa elections no, we don't even know. So it is even possible that they will accept everything today, but it may not take effect when elections no take place next year. Let's hope that everything will be accepted and implemented before January 31st, 2026, right? So the whole thing comes to me, say, and you know, Komobia can we shall see by say, Penifo me actual madrin say Bayanki into Jumedi in Shedano. Be a bit me abasena in Yinasubi womb, any idea. So, that's how it comes to me, right? And for me, so from Penifo me point of view, you can understand they want to be there, they want to be part of the whole process. Yes, say, yeah, the air restructure, yeah, in Shisha, I mean, Gina Banani. You can understand where they are coming from, right? Say, I mean, yes, Ghana Creative Constitutional Review Committee, see and review your constitution, you know. So these are valuable exercises in any democratic environment. Ubehu say ebekoso. But I mean, they want to be there, you can understand. And a party so who they say you know, with or without you, the process should continue, right? You know, more about the proposals. Say proposals, no. Proposals are ebebwa party nana. For example, in my view, if you pick the expansion of electoral college now, right? In my view, it is a proposal a beboa, because a basic say nipa de doswa, chances are that untumi bribe omunyina, but say nipa ne kakra bi a you can capture them so at as here ebi nso a na wo enye the true person, the people epese or represent you. And it has been a challenge for Ghana. I'm telling you, say a lot of people pay their way through elections. Actually, no, they may not be the persons and conforna or more on epe by a group of people called delegates representing the whole constituency. AGBB on we be items be anansi kabi ena omako yini panaba. So what do? So inti these are some of the challenges, and I hope that they will do it and do it to Kanu. Me debi me can say mize. The biggest problem is compliance. He sebase yanki kan ya dream mum entwe to adwin and share ideas na yan trongu nkrata so a ye ya de papa. I want to say people are brilliant in this country. Say ye engage yan tradwin yan to adwin na yan trongu nkrata so people will draft wonderful proposals. No matter presentation for fair. When it comes to implementation, that's where the problem is.
Yen kohona yen tie jumade no dem say asha se ano no. Na opening remarks e kokoso ne nkomo kakra koso ho na afi yen kwanim.
Conference
Otec 102.9 FM. Setting the trends that others can only follow. Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
All right, so yabasha na yakozi yamze the be fa feed na free news so monya issues inti. But live scenes ko we honorable Kennedy compare ko Japan afin we do ho na or ye ne sign say yes system
fancy or the ko yini
yes system je na say was system mahaman system ana say ba umian system no
it me no ma bibia say party na nka say musi o mo sesa o constitution no any way of doing things inti e betimi agina ho for sad there it also
my banning campaign or
absolutely campaign ain't allowed it you say we oh yes sell me uko bisana and if you call him into a meeting now could be say yes it's a constitution a way of doing things. You see how people beat the system. So because on share t-shirt be I printing Canadian Japan image boom but yes same. So, but in the actual sense, no, it can also be there or say yes, Baumia, yes, Baumia, the Canadian Japan, I believe the party, no, in 2028. So that has here, but how do you know? So these are the things that be interesting. More like a campaign. But me katachi me so friends is your beka say. Yes, it's a constitution. Yes, it's not my way of doing things. Now, wakasa over any day.
It's funny though.
Interesting.
All right. Of young grounds when I yinti the way university ho.
Internal elections and by-elections. Election and election-related activities, office, administration, and communications. Mr. Chairman, conference delegates, these financial returns had to be filed at the Electoral Commission within specific time periods in order not to breach the provisions of Act 574. Due to the fact that there were no national annual delegate conferences in 2023 and 2024, these statements could not be tabled before you for approval prior to filing. The national chairman, the general secretary, and the national treasurer jointly acted on behalf of conference to avoid breaches of Act 574. I am therefore seeking the retrospective approval of conference to ratify the decisions taken on behalf of the National Annual Delegates Conference by the National Chairman, the General Secretary, and the National Treasurer. I thank you for your audience and wish all of us a successful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, National Treasurer, for your report. Now, conference, a quick roll call. I need you all to be active. Yeah, Babobo regions, you know. Since you are the Ahayama, Yenya de Kasiapa. Upper East, Monsora. Wake up, Upper East. Rise up to your feet. Thank you very much. Upper East. Upper West, where are you? Anthony Namo and your people. Thank you very much.
Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Right, so MC of the day, Eye Nana B, yes, former. On kwasi wan hodu wanye appointment bia, but the one or national organizer. All right, and I'm told sir, even this time around, Robert try no call for a more bigger position here there. All right, Yanko back Nana B Kasa.
Great to have you here. Yadamo say, Ave Yanko, Bono East Region, Chairman Ivy, Bono East Region. Thank you. Ave Yanko, Kwame Bafu Abronya Region, Bono Region, where are you? Thank you very much. Western North, Chairman Ben Amma and your people, where are you? Western North. Great to have you here. Yadamwase. The President's Region, Eastern Region, show your presence, where are you? Eastern Region, show your presence, where are you? Thank you. That is the President's Region. Chairman Jeff Kunedu and your people, we thank you very much. To Otec Region, Chairman Dapa and your people, Chairman Evans Dapa and your people, thank you very much. Otec Region, we can see you. Great to have you in here. Chairman Makafui Wanya, Volta Region. Thank you very much. I like your energy. Thank you very much. Western Region. The best come from the West. Western Region. Chairman Indonesia and your people, where are you? Thank you very much. Now, to Central Region. Percy Dennis Kwaku and your people. Central, where are you? Thank you very much. We can feel you. Thank you. Now to the heartbeat of the New Patriotic Party, Ashanti Region! Ashanti Region! Ashanti Region! Come on, Bernard! MC Yako, Chairman Wantoba, and your people. Thank you very much. Now to the host region.
Chairman Divine, Otec I go home and your people. Greater Accra, let us feel your energy. Greater Accra. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The National Treasurer just delivered our financial report. All those in favor of the motion, can I hear a big aye? All those who are not in favor, can I hear no? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. The report is adopted.
Thank you, conference. God bless us all.
Now, let's call for the party anthem to warm us up. Anytime you hear the party anthem, all must be on your feet. Thank you. All of us must be on our feet.
The University of Ghana Stadium, Legon, and Jumedi na koso na ohwe nipa dom a o mapu a Philistines na enyasem keto akra party ni de am for the party no na oh kata ji aden je say pa
and say sir
yeah I think so ohwe na ze ho na bi ba na ohwe ase na kire o match dem say rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Okay,
yanko wa mze kasa ni bi koso ndi yanko ho.
Let's
And now we shall listen to fraternal messages from other political parties. The first party here, a delegation led by the General Secretary, Citizen Atodaze, is the Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP. He is joined by Madam Cynthia Atta, his second vice, and Mr. George Amwa, the national organizer. The delegation from the Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP.
Krudu, Chairman of Congress, kindly permit me to stand on existing protocols to bring you greetings from the only party in Ghana that has stayed true to the ideals and values of its concept of domestication, the Great Consolidated Popular Party. Our 2024 flag bearer, Dr. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr., also extends his heartfelt greetings to you all. Let me begin by congratulating the organizing committee for a great work done so far. Today marks a very important journey in the life of the MPP. Your conduct and decisions today will determine whether the party will continue a sinking path or change the trajectory as a formidable and united party which is determined to win power once again. Just as many Ghanaians, how a party moves from the battle is the Lord's to Mayekuntai now say, or Sisifianibi is a mystery. However, it is refreshing to know that the party, through its own internal mechanisms, has realized the essential need to go back to its values. The self-destruction button that
Otec 102.9 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
How do you respond to that?
It's not true. It's not true. Don't ask this question. Don't ask this question. This question.
And as far as you are concerned, President Kufuor is in your fold.
No,
you respect
he's the godfather for this.
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
collective good should rather be explored. The choice of whether you live here as a united front or otherwise is in your hands. We from the GCPP wish you well, and we hope you have a great conference that will reflect.
Swing here with us. Commitment! 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 Thank you very much. TESCON is fully represented. Over 200 institutions duly acknowledged. Thank you very much.
Thank you, TESCON. We now invite the delegation from PNC, People's National Convention. The delegation is led by their national organizer, Alhaji Abbas Nuhu. With him are Narita Mary Loga, who is the Deputy National Women Organizer, Mark Ewusi Akun, the National Youth Organizer, and Esther Osei Dansu, who is the National Women Organizer. We welcome the People's National Convention as they give us their fraternal message for our 2025 conference.
PNC, PNC.
Mr. Chairman, permit me to stand on the existing protocols and extend fraternal greetings from the leadership of the People's National Convention, Dr. Edward Nasigiri Mahama, former Member of Parliament, Honorable David Apasera, and our current leader, Bernard Ambataye Lamona. Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, distinguished members of the National Executive Committee, delegates from across the country, invited guests, our hard-working ladies and gentlemen from the media. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the leadership and membership of the PNC, I bring you warm and fraternal greetings on this momentous occasion of your annual Delegates Conference.
Right. The baby I drew the stage Omama the other political parties no your messages Emma NPP Amanyuku no yeah the usual routine will be in the delegates conference oh yeah Enti eno ho nkɔmmɔ na ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ no yɛbɛtry na afei yakɔ back na afei akɔtie how anemesi kɔ assistance ne deɛ yɛtie from Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP is we a PNC for test comfort the omodi aba we a PNC PNC say kube openyi Edward Nasigre Mahama wabremu papa dey ozan game di president be 1 month bi wabre pa oni ayarega mo 1 month bi ni ahade anyway. All right, so Otec 102.9, the pride of Ashanti. Guswa air cover the National Delegates Conference 2025 by the new Patriotic Party NPP, live from the University of Ghana Stadium, Legon, and Iguswa no nti. Ya crossover na fi ya come back to the venue na nkoma yo hobiano so ya to aso etie. Tie nye fidie ni mfiri ha Otec 102.9.
As echoed by our leader, Bernard Ambataye Lamona, as an opposition political party, we are willing to collaborate if there is a clear demonstration of genuine commitment to working together with the NPP for us to better our nation. As you deliberate and take critical decisions that will shape the future of your party and potentially the governance of our nation, we urge you to do so with Ghana first in mind. Let today be a reminder that the democratic
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
Associated with the Ablekumanot rerun of our elections. The recent rerun of the Ablekumanot elections and its associated violences exposes the weakness and shortfalls in our quest to make Ghana a country that prides itself as a beacon of democracy. Never should this act of violence resurface as we make progress in our democratic principles. We as a political party endorse the call for an investigation into all violence, including the 2019 Ayawasu West Wagon, the 2020 election violence that led to the death of innocent souls, that this violence must be investigated. Let us continue to hold the mantle of leading Africa as a giant in democracy. Mr. Chairman, we urge all stakeholders, including the government, security agencies, and political parties, to work together to ensure
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
And peaceful coexistence. Together, we can strengthen our democracy and maintain Ghana's reputation as a shining example of democratic governance in Africa. We wish you a very successful conference filled with insight, unity, and renewed strength for the journey ahead. Long live the new Patriotic Party. Long live democratic principles of Ghana. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, People National Convention. And now, a fraternal message from the National Democratic Congress, the NDC. The NDC delegation is led by the Director for Logistics and Protocol, Ludwig Hiadi, and he is joined by Victoria Neymar and Mr. Theophilus Ketechai, the National Democratic Congress.
Kukudu. And this year, a head job. And this year, a head job. And this year, Abba and Papa, Abba.
We want to stand on the existing protocol, but start by saying we had a nice love letter from the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party inviting us as special guests at your conference today. But to our surprise, our brother Ahiagba detained us in a small room and only invited us out to come and deliver a solidarity message and go back. We hope that is not a beginning of a new direction. We are together in this fight to build a strong democracy for our country. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, party leaders, party members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana and the nation builder, the national chairman of the NDC, General Asiedu Nketia, the General Secretary, Golden Fifi.
The words are failed. Music starts.
Play your role as a responsible opposition party. The country Ghana is going through a reset process. It is very important that we as political parties reset our ideas, policies, and programs. That is why we are happy that the biggest opposition party in our country is doing exactly that, to reset and play their role with constructive criticism to support the nation builder John Mahama to rebuild the Ghana we all want. Ghana cannot fail as a democratic state. We as the political class must leave a legacy for generations yet unborn. We can only do this when we continue to grow our democracy and create a country of opportunity for ourselves, our children, and generations yet unborn. Let us together as political parties and Ghanaians put our resources together in resetting our state institutions and create a just country for us all. We hope after your deliberation at this conference, you will come out a stronger opposition party in your reconstruction effort. Unity is key. Ghana needs a stronger opposition party to enhance our democracy. We also hope that after this conference, your party will appreciate the importance of having two surviving former presidents among you and continuously, adequately consult them to help build your party strong. Don't alienate them outside the box. They need you. You need them to be able to bring a strong opposition party. We hope that after this conference, you will live here united and not divided. God bless our homeland Ghana. God bless the reset agenda of John Dramani Mahama. God bless our democracy, and God bless us all. Eyezu! Eyezuzu!
Azankwa! Azankwa! NDC! Azankwa! Bosha Mushe Yenina!
Azankwa. Galamsey Azankwa. Yaba ebati petrol so Azankwa. Omobaye Azankwa. Boko amon country President Mahama say Obaye Azankwa. Atro ene adada. Once again, let me acknowledge the presence of our young men, our Tescon fraternity. I can see you. You are duly acknowledged. Chairman Osu Setre and your people, Ahafo region, you are duly acknowledged. We also acknowledge our hard-working, mighty minority led by Osahini Alexander Afenyo Martin. Osahini Alexander Afenyo Martin. We acknowledge your presence. Our external branches. China is here. Canada is here. Denmark, you are here. Australia, duly acknowledged. Austria, Belgium, Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, Finland, you are here. France, Germany, Holland, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Nigeria, Norway, Middle East, Qatar, Senegal, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Togo, United Kingdom, USA, Czech Republic, Hong Kong, and Russia. All our 30 external branches, you are duly welcome to this conference. Kukudu! Kukudu! Again, to all our National Council members of elders, we acknowledge your presence. We thank you very much for this occasion. Again, let me acknowledge some important personalities. The MP for Bosomche, former Minister Education, he contributed to the success of this event. Honorable Yao Educhum is here with us. We thank you. Again, MP for Abetifi, former Minister in charge of Agriculture, Honorable Brian Echampong, thank you very much for your support. Again, we also have our own engineer, former General Secretary, Mr. Kwabena Ejay Ejapon, also here with us. Our respected elder, Mr. Boachi Ejakon, is also here with us. We again acknowledge and the effort, the support, the contribution of the former MP for Asin Central, Openia Waya MP da Ewa Asin Central, Mfie Bebre, Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon. Honorable, thank you very much for your support. Conference is grateful for your massive support.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
Right. As and when dignitaries no be kasano, yebe crossover na ya pick live feed ni from there. Yesterday our studio has a of akwesi usu e chan in feed this na fe ko feel abi ewa ha. I think NDC for no unsounded too controversial. Meaning say probably because of Nipana or Bekasa and I can't wait say
but me assure say whatever be the case, the message is from the party.
Yeah, from the party.
Do you want to be
and can be from the can and yet the anchor the crabbe ka
oh say general say he was supposed to be there but bibi fufuru binti no on to me enwo ho ne enu nti no bi abegyinam no obviously say general and then can go no kra o kan de e paper this ni dia or the bibi better to ama yenya ho asemo aka so but we message na Papa ne kan here on behalf of NDC no I mean there's a portion a casa about the NPP being the strongest opposition party and obeka before say be come back to Accra copy feed no na me ka ho asem it is very important
that opposition komo yi munye no muntwam na mun cancel the word opposition from politics
sir
I mean Charlie you know, on my yeah, him say a bit me build your mind together. The BI will be on the opposition. Opposition means the abandon by a beer no
but opposition, you know, in politics, no, is supposed to be it's also politics and casano a contestation of ideas, ideas contest.
Yeah.
Oh, they say ye faha ya ebeye means me dwe say faha ya ebeye ne ya contesting.
No, you see the sad aspect of this whole argument and say as on my you need be a kon ya kase we see faha ebedru we see faha mu man ebedru you get it
baby aye kon say o man ebeye
o man be ye o kwan ben so ebe your kwan ben so
enyuma beba
very good. So as on man think be our national development plan be that ho say eno na ye be so irrespective of whichever political party will be lead your mind no yes Ghana ye ko say in the next 10 years no ye work on employment, health, whatever say ni say and NDC emfa ha eni benya ni ye MPP emfa na benya ni ye na ye as Ghanaians ye decide you get it but as on mine no ye nim de ye pe just party way I in the manifesto we so in the manifesto we see me ba me twem me ye we see me ba me twem me ye we but as a man no dia ne pe ye twem na me twem like plan ben da ho
okay yemfa ngomasia
akwaba so bia boko there nice one you get it but so in the case of the contest of argument na me no ye will be so one time on the also your position na ne dey say the abani ye bia no on the ontia oppose what you say today bia in the 4 years either ma obi so on tena so show man no the obey ye bia opposition for no oppose so remember 8 years na Akufo do tena so no wanya de ba ko pe ama NDC anka say we de ye sa na MPP akotena chire mahama enye bia ma mo nka say we de ye because we have to oppose
maybe ya ti wase no ni say said the old Kenya no they are going by the meaning or the surface meaning of the word opposition. Let's oppose it. But until me dwendwen say the word ben e bitimi de amano e bia alternative party. Now alternative party let's go back to 96 97 98 where GH Mensanom MPs are no opposition no. Also they were giving alternative suggestions into say aban I don't know Chairman Rawlings president no one the need ba mo say GH Mensa no after press conference no much say yeah ke be ni see they were giving alternatives see but I think say yeah banana ye na party democracy ni na acrimony ni doors no ho na ma wo de na ba mu say de ba be say bibia aban otiso na be ye no the opposition group no will never support. In fact, they say quite they don't even give alternative ideas. Okay, press conference I hold before election at the and the omu nyina na be no mkas oh yeah anke be say ubu say mom say na what no say be uni adwan ka oba be di president no and as oba bem inti me no ya adwene to that extent but I think as a people we should start looking at alternatives. I think we even had shadow minister for education. Yeah. We had shadow ministers.
Yeah.
I say aban no kase ya. No almost the proposal about say yeah. And ke be ni say. Those days as man make year 98, 99, 2000 muhono na ede. But yen be 10 years yeah, be in 15, 16 years there. I say the aban ni be bia no. Opposition party is against it. Party and back to the na Ludwig Roger.
Yeah, representing the NDC.
Yeah. Of course, many labi moya adwene. Senke chairman anke benya sound bites. Ngibenya senke chairman sedu nketi anke benya sound bites pa we say mo. But ese ono onye da punch nti ese or the crutches na or the buy you say former MP honorable Tete Chai so the kakra eke kan ba ni na nya okay I think some few years ago Ivor Greenstreet representing CPP Echo NDC yes
Baba Yara Stadium
yes I was there sa ama okwa we no na ono ne de na nya soundbite chain even the see program na sinyina because ono throw job no na Sam George Susu be na no say or one of the MPs be na no say say baby otinti no onhunu ade ye wie no na eno no ateki the center stage by way say ya antehwe na so ankasa but the person yet no ya antinti maybe going forward they do where say parties ni nipa amoma ko bibia MBB say omo tell yi mo friend say nana bi so asha NDC programs omo ko nana bi ebia samia uku omo hu omo betimi de jobs no abane head mako say monko see but by and large one more yard and I like the branding we share the omo ye no na say we've learned something kakra in the branding na no FS confusion no and no so sa tackle such conferences now maybe it's because of the numbers say we numbers no so sa na pindu no but omon try me santi ade bi from your reporter say na enra nwumre mi hu Dr. Baumia flag wa de na se bi yes me hu say or artwork no so ba me hu the flag no because say ade amuyi mu se mo ma obia me campaign bia be adu nipa ya the flag bo yes the flag bit man bo as a former vice president which is true but we so bit maybe the meanings into it into
the party no ba out say omo yi ni
yes into and me say say omo yi na de na feel am say okay and then go for it say omo try to take out Sane manema we na because baby omo do ni de and Kanu me my nunu ye ho the MPP is going through turmoil and okre omo go through a lot and it is in the life of every political party ebesi NDC nyame adom NDC akoni de mu awie because MPP no e change face fi baby na wo no akọ baby foforo enemy hu honorable Hakman Owusu Ajiman papa Battles
yeah
but some few 10 years ago no just gidi inti party nipo empo e was a free baby a way say na e call a different face and no and they do somewhere any more than as to how to manage it and this year and they will say Alaji Mama Idrisu away even papa ne offer no ahoy foi onum away and this yes and this let me switch and no na eduru MPP so say omo so ebo wo modern na omo switch and in trying to switch no so omo manage ne me yia e da sember ba omo manage ne yie so dia e de enema pa ebebro ye bo mpaye say bibia beto din na yenya casualty bia accident ne emergency de ni nyina off but NBCC pa and opposition.
Okay. All right.
It will come to a time where ye timemufo na to aba na nkasa be ye firi wo so. Ye timemufo na nkasa ye be ye firi wo so. Because the tiade say na omo no the way omo see
everything the previous government he didn't maybe the addition will be say Trump no be propose or no the government say
on fa solution bi ama at times on fa solution bi ama
manifesto sir omuma alternative ideas
apart from manifesto no say eno no ye proper electioneering time but if you in the Sebiu under President Mahama you're a good board. So if you are talking against good board, shall we alternative?
Yes.
Say me and Kame mean good board. And Kame is saying, but criticizing keke near, but oh, and yet good board, no, yes, easy BBI that what comment papa ko say anything, yeah, and be good way, good commission. No,
the challenge never hani say. The challenge never hani say. At any point in time, yes, there's a party. But ultimately structure party in such a way say wo finance ministry we share great ministry we until ya elected flag bearer. So what you say maybe on washa say or form any shadow cabinet ministers all of that and one person doesn't have all the ideas in his head. And the challenge is that sometimes there are not parliament in so because you say there was select committees in parliament, almost every sector be a parliamentary select committee on so and so, sports and recreation, parliamentary select committee on this, interior and they have committees. So as I say, a honor any kwan say the politics party politics go they have to do parliament but if you are careful to note say even in parliament kamia kwa say parliament the bidding of the government in power. Now that the government in power no cry absolute majority you cry there and asem na say cry so ati ase henti opposition parties no so person can alternative parties are they can only be on proposing such ideas specific ideas when there's a flag bearer bia or him say me winia one train winia ba ni nwansa na wa for me ni timo so yade omo yeto ho especially say ye elect will be say for example His Excellency John Dramani Mahama before the election as the president wa for meeting be background that even before say names were out no cry it be say what to forcing is likely to be the finance minister way is likely to be this and all of that so on but say stage it becomes very difficult and who is going to advise you. That's why about to every mois and a party ni tenase or manifesto no every sector be abekwa kohwem no say okay sports say ne pese ye agric say ne pese ye education say ne pese ye ofa obia manifesto alternative ideas no ho so what you see
na okay adeba kono so ne say parties no decide man share
sorry we may also you better come back because Justin Kodua General Secretary Emra so say o deliver his speech na enko anim
dynamic my General Secretary everybody's General Secretary lawyer Justin Frimpong Kodua is the General Secretary of the new Patriotic Party.
Kukrudu. Kukrudu. Chairman for conference, our revered acting vice chairman, Chairman Dankwa Smith-Bute, Your Excellencies, the former President J. Kufuor, and former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the former Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mohamedou Bawumia, and your spouse, Her Excellency Hajia Samira Bawumia, members of steering committee, members of National Executive Committee, members of National Council, our dear delegates of the annual Delegates Conference, our revered minority leader, our members of Parliament, our revered National Council of Elders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to present the state of our party to delegates. We went into our elections in 2024. Our hope, our prayer was for us to win the elections. But as the will of God is not the will of man, we couldn't win the elections. After our defeat, the party never sat down. The party, through National Council, the second highest decision-making body of the party, constituted a committee referred to as the Elections Review Committee, chaired by Professor Aaron Michael Kwe, to go around the country to inquire from the rank and file of our party and to ascertain the reasons why we couldn't win the elections in 2024. The committee completed their work and reported to the National Council somewhere in April. The committee made several recommendations, some involving amendment to our constitution. And based on that, the National Council, which is the
.9. Don't touch that dial.
Committee to look for proposals in 2021 when we met in Kumasi, to also receive proposals from our external branches, our TESCOM, our youth wing, and from the rank and file of the party. The committee completed their work, and in line with Article 19 of our Constitution, we are here today to look at the proposals that were submitted to the Amendment Committee, which has been grouped into motions, which is made up of 56.
Otec FM 102.9. Don't touch that dial.
Indeed, the party is extremely grateful to our former Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mohamedou Bawumia, for the massive support he gave to us to be able to organize this conference. With a round of applause, let's show appreciation to the former Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mohamedou Bawumia. Again, we also want to show our deepest appreciation to our former Member of Parliament, Assin Central, Honorable Kennedy Akoprakon Japan, for the massive contribution. He also made it possible for our conference to come on. We are also grateful to our MP for Abetifi, Honorable Brian Echampong, for also making significant contribution for us to be able to hold this conference, and also MP for Bosonche constituency, Honorable Educhum. We are also very grateful
the Finance Committee, we are grateful for the support, the work that you did. Madam former Chief of Staff, we are also very grateful for the work that you did for us. Ladies and gentlemen of Congress, today marks the beginning of our quest, of our journey of recapturing power in 2028. And today is a very important day for us, a very important exercise that we are going to undertake today. And I plead with conference that whatever decision that we are supposed to take today, do not look at individuals, do not look at personalities, but look at the interests of the New Patriotic Party. As National Council took several decisions, I report to conference that the National Council, after several deliberations, several engagements, several consultations, have come and given that directive that on January 31st, 2026, the party shall hold its presidential primaries. And we know it is something that is fully supported by conference. It is for good reasons that as a party, as we prepare for the 2028 elections, we need to quickly do away with all our internal elections so that we will have enough time to unite as a party and prosecute the agenda of winning the elections in 2028. Ladies and gentlemen of the conference, the party not long ago also established what we refer to as the Patriotic Institute. And the Patriotic Institute is a game changer for our party. An institute that is going to train, give orientation.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
The words are failed.
Not long ago, the National Executive Committee of the party, they satisfied with the decision by the Electoral Commission to do a rerun in some 19 polling stations in Ablekumanov, decided to boycott the whole election process. And as the party took the decision, it was done for good reasons. Because National Executive Committee, upon all the informations, the evidence that was adduced at NEC, came to the firm conclusion that indeed the MPP had won the elections at Ablekumanov. We had all our scanned copies of our pin sheets in the 281 polling stations, which gave us a clear winning of 414 votes. And therefore, we were surprised that the Electoral Commission decided to call for a rerun. On principle, we felt that it was a wrong decision and it's a bad precedent being set by the Electoral Commission. And this is very dangerous for our future politics and future elections. Ladies and gentlemen of Congress, one area that the party is very, very, very serious about is discipline in our party. Let us all understand that today we are national officers of the party, we are members of parliament, we are members of council of elders, but people have occupied these positions before. And therefore, those who have intentions of aspiring to lead the party, be it as flag bearer, be it as national officers, we must understand that our individual interests cannot override the supreme interest of the New Patriotic Party. And therefore, any person who has any intention to lead our party must respect the structures of our party and must respect authority of the New Patriotic Party. I call on you, conference, that the party has clearly given directives. And until we officially open nominations for aspirants or aspiring aspirants to go around the country to convince and talk to the rank and file of our party, let us continue to deny people from coming to our regions and our constituencies. Because we must be a disciplined party, and anyone who wants to lead the party must also exhibit discipline. Today, as I indicated, is going to pave the way for us to have victory in 2028. And as a party, we must look each other in the eye and remember who we are. We are not broken. We are not defeated. Neither have we lost. We are builders. We are dreamers. We are fighters. We are servants of the Ghanaian people. So I ask you today, what is our purpose? Why do we gather here? Why do we wear the blue, red, and white colors of this party with pride? It is because we believe. We believe in development, in freedom. We believe in responsibilities. We believe in enterprise. We believe in the future of Ghana. Ghana needs us. The youth are watching us. The farmers are watching us. The traders are watching us. Let us fight as one body with one identified vision and ambition to make sure that this abysmal performance from the NDC government, Ghanaians are looking for alternatives, and Ghanaians want to come back to MPP. Ghanaians know that our government offers the better solutions to their problems. But at the end of the day, they want to vote for an opposition party that is ready for power. And therefore, inactions that seeks to divide us, that bring acrimony, that bring tension to us, needs to be relegated so that Ghanaians will see us as a proper, responsible, and viable opposition party that will wrestle them from the misery that they are going under the watch of His Excellency John Mahama and the NDC government. Ghanaians are asking the NDC questions. Ghanaians are asking President John Mahama, you promised us that you are going to reset the country for the better. You made noise about Galamsey in Ghana. You got certain civil society groups to come after our administration under His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Today, what is the state of Galamsey in Ghana? To the extent that in his own backyard, in his own constituency, Galamsey is everywhere. Galamsey there, Galamsey where, Galamsey everywhere in Bale Bamboy constituency. President Mahama, Ghanaians are also asking you, what is the position of the NDC on the LGBTQ bill? You have gone silent on it, and Ghanaians are asking questions. Religious bodies are asking questions. That the promise that you made, that when you come into government, you will pass the bill. We are waiting for you. And again, Ghanaians are asking you that we are suffering with your D-levy. The hardship on us is something which is very unbearable. And Ghanaians are asking questions on your government. Ghanaians never knew that your research meant mass terminations of appointments. People who have worked in government institutions without necessarily having any political affiliations have been told to go home under your government. Is it the 24-hour economy you promised us, which meant mass dismissal and termination of appointments? Fellow Kukudais, ladies and gentlemen, let our answer be.
Words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
All right. General Secretary Ma DNPP Ora Justin Frimpong Kodia JFK Egusua Kasa. The secret nanwesi ano no. Aha. Penyin nanwesi enti se omo church ni mamuni ade na bi asan be so much se omo to aso enti yegusua wo ho. Dear course will be the mamo live. I will take FM so Marin fee. So we hear live L102.9, the pride of Ashanti. Eti yabesa ko back na dear course will hubiano. Yede hunsem edia mamo. Yeah, bo JFK nkɔmɔ tefu adeɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ɔda ase wɔn mu a wɔn boa ɛma dwuma de etumi ba so ntɔbɔbɔ nipa ɛnan bi din de kan yɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia sanso no wura Kennedy Akompre ko Japan Dr. Brian Champon and former Minister of Education and Member of Parliament for Bosomtwe Dr. Osei Akoto nipa nines ubia tunibotum kakra that Kennedy je kwana 4 million Ghana which is 40 billion
40 billion.
But the Dr. Baumia mo the figures na money adia but the da o mu nyina ase
and business matika de nya bi ne economist
and also moon crimes there mra NPP betumi antutuye na 2028 almost and dia gitumi every NDC for no no e sha ase eneye nti en hu dwuma e no ma sha ase omudi no nti nti yeah go back anyway
Mese Kanu wa
is that 2024 4 years they say was when we be as how
can't na me de kan wa well osanso kasafa I o say one patriotic institute
yeah school no one from
MPP for school one so ABC no mo de atete o mo nkrofo amamate on party no nsemi of course discipline I was say adwuma o party no and so obo honkomo na oka ablikuma we run you answer and na the obewie no na ode ba ku bi to no na minim how true it is so say Ghanaians want MPP back and I don't know the it try to say Ghana for say come back to us no there
usually you know but when he talks about discipline it be a time yenya time ye be come because you see discipline yen fire no call it for discipline and so here NPP party ma what they term as indiscipline no amamfo a in most cases omunye happy now omo the internal matters eba bontin ebi mo tete omo ho kra ko form different parties near the movement for change na no ye but those people omunso when you engage them they feel say pepe your are nerdy ewo party ni dwumadiem they feel that in a way as a ye ka omunse guo machi bo omo yam fairness anye adwuma from party penning for it was like the whole system no was skewed right to favor one individual inti ebasa amanfo de yaudie ebeye den ebe behave in a certain way so as much as you call for discipline it was said the other side should also be say party nin so enhihye mu no mu bibia mu fairness at all times should be something who be here omo pa it should never happen say penny bi based on the position of party nim ye kwa bato so a obeye bibi to put somebody at a disadvantaged position okay minority leader
honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Marking ono na ziwa bejina podium so be kasanti yem crossover na yenkutie no
Chairman Sabuntu. Honorable Osei Chairman Sabuntu, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. National Second Vice Chairperson, Madame Rita Talata Sobaya is here. Oh malo.
Acting National Chairman of our great party, Your Excellency President John Ajekum Kufuor, Your Excellency former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency former Vice President and former flag bearer of our party, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia, and your dear spouse, our respected former colleague, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, and former running mate of our dear party, members of the diplomatic corps, national executives of our great party, distinguished members of the Council of Elders, Second Deputy Speaker of Parliament, colleagues in leadership, honorable, mighty minority members of Parliament,
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
regional executives, constituency, ladies and gentlemen. Let us recall the piercing wisdom of our revered former President John Agyekum Kufuor. It is better to be a cleaner in a party in power than the general secretary of a party in opposition. These words echo with urgency today as we gather in the shadow of our 2024 defeat. A loss that stings not because we failed, but because Ghana is now paying the price for trusting the NDC's hollow promises. Barely months into their tenure, the NDC's betrayal is glaring. New levies on fuel have spiked pump prices, crushing ordinary Ghanaians. Their pledge to end Galamsey has collapsed into chaos. The president calls it a national emergency, yet refuses to declare a state of emergency. Their vow to reset our nation has become a brazen assault on our judiciary, starting with the shameful vilification of our Chief Justice. Their promise of change, a sham, with schemes afoot to funnel our mineral wealth to their cronies. Worst of all, the questionable Ablekuma rerun, where NDC-affiliated tax attacked our candidates, Nana Ekwe-Afriye, former MP Hawa Kumsin, and journalists exposed their willingness to trample democracy with violence. The message is clear. NDC is a failure. Ghana deserves better. Our 2024 loss exposed our cracks, internal rifts, faltering resolve, and a message that didn't connect. Yet this defeat is not our end. It is our crucible, fortifying us for the battles ahead. You must channel this moment of disillusionment into a movement of renewal, turning pain into purpose. Let me share a story that should humble all of us. In 2005, a democratically elected leader stood at the gate of American embassy in New Delhi, holding a valid passport, but facing an insurmountable barrier. The United States had denied Narendra Modi a visa, not for any criminal conviction, but because the world had judged him guilty. Imagine that moment of profound isolation. Here was a man who had won the trust of millions, yet reduced to persona non grata on the global stage. The humiliation was complete. The path forward seemed impossible. But Modi made a choice that day that would define not his future, but the destiny of his party and some 1.5 billion people. Today, that same man commands audience at the G20, addresses joint sessions of the United States Congress, and leads one of the world's most growing economies. Recently, he visited our republic and addressed our parliament, stating, "True democracy promotes discussions and debate. It unites people. It supports dignity and promotes human rights." I couldn't agree more. Modi's journey from global pariah to world statesman offers us, the MPP, a roadmap from our current wilderness to future victory. Modi's resurrection began with a revolutionary principle. In a nation fractured by castes, religious, ethnic, and linguistic differences, he declared, "All the citizens, all the voters are my countrymen." Fellow patriots, Look around us this very afternoon. Look at the divisions that have sprouted like weeds since our defeat. We cannot, we must not allow 2024 to become the year that destroyed the MPP. From this moment, we speak with one voice. We move with one resolve. We are not Achim, Ashanti, Fante, Mamprushi, Gonja, Gan, or Ewe. We are MPP.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it.
These
I love
values
their music. Love
are
it.
not foreign to us. They are our foundation. Buzia believed in service before self. Dankwa championed dignity through opportunity. Dombo sacrificed his leadership rights and fought for performance over promises. We have not lost our way because we forgot our policies. We have lost our way because we abandoned our principles. Modi's political resurrection was built on methodical grassroots mobilization. From the mid-1980s onwards, he trekked to villages others ignored, sat with farmers others dismissed, and listened to the dreams others regarded as impossible. Perhaps we became a party talking to itself in Accra. We must become a party of Ghana talking to Ghana. Our constituency executives must master every polling station. Our polling station chairpersons must know every voter. Our electoral area coordinators must understand every community's dreams. Modi's greatest achievement was rebranding not just himself, but India's entire narrative. The country known for poverty became known for possibilities. But this rebranding wasn't cosmetic, it was substantive. We cannot rebrand ourselves through better slogans. We must rebrand ourselves through better results and strong character. This conference marks a pivotal moment in our party's journey. As we gather under the theme, rebuilding together with our values, we are called not only to reflect, but to renew. We are called to look inward and ask ourselves the hard questions. Who are we? What binds us? And where are we going? We are in a season that demands sober reflection, radical unity, and a return to first principles. This is a time of transition, a time when we are repositioning as a party in opposition. It is a time to rebuild, a time to reconnect with our grassroots, to re-express our ideals with clarity, and reconnect to the Ghanaian people with bold new vision for the future. We are at a critical juncture as a party, not because our tradition is broken, but because it is being tested by an electoral defeat, internal tensions, unmet expectations, and the competing ambition of people who want to serve. But let us remind ourselves, ambition must never override party loyalty. Competition must never erode patriotism, and political differences must never poison the well of unity. Dear patriots, every political tradition, every movement that has endured storms and achieved victories has been built on one unshakable foundation: unity. Without unity, we are just individuals with ambition. But with unity, we become a force, a party with direction, discipline, and destiny. Unity does not mean uniformity. It doesn't mean we all agree on everything. It means loyalty to a shared purpose. It means commitment to the flag, the same values, and the same future. The MPP has never been merely a political organization. We are a tradition built on the sweat, sacrifice, and convictions of patriots who came before us, patriots who believed in liberty, human dignity, the rule of law, and the boundless potential of the Ghanaian people, realized through the active participation of the private sector. These values must be our compass, especially now. For us as a party, the Modi story is instructive. The lesson for us is simple. It is possible to rebuild, and leadership is empty without a united party. Like the BJP, we have known both power and opposition. We have faced criticism and internal differences. But unity is the absence of is not the absence of disagreement. It is a decision to prioritize collective strength over individual ambition. If we are to reclaim our position of leadership and trust, we must first reclaim the spirit of unity, discipline, and shared purpose that build this party. We must reconnect with the base, re-engage the grassroots, and rise together, not as isolated contenders, but as unified movement driven by conviction and clarity. Like the BJP, our party too must rediscover the principle and the ethos that define our founding fathers. We must rebuild, yes, but not as a scattered stones. We must rebuild together, brick by brick, anchored in our values and in the unshakable belief that no individual is bigger than the MPP. That belief must reflect our tone, our language, our strategy, and most importantly, in our posture towards one another. Internal discord, suspicions, and disunity have cost us. We must learn from our losses, and we must do so quickly. And I ask again, what are our values? Our party, guided by the enduring motto, development in freedom, stands for democratic accountability, the rule of law, free enterprise, and national self-confidence. Rooted in the Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition, we are inspired by a deep sense of perseverance, resilience, and an unyielding faith in Ghana's manifest destiny as a free, just, and prosperous society of opportunities. We believe in building a nation where every Ghanaian, regardless of the circumstance of birth, gender, ethnicity, or religion, must be offered the chance to rise through merit, effort, and enterprise. Our vision of a property-owning democracy has evolved beyond land or housing to mean giving every citizen a stake in national progress through education, healthcare, financial inclusion, and decent jobs. Every child and youth must be equipped with the skills, values, confidence, and opportunity to be entrepreneurial or to climb the professional career ladder. From rural development and bold social interventions to industrialization, the MPP remains committed to inclusive growth, low
Words are failed.
and order, and empowering leaders and students together. We stand for law and order, the bedrock of peace and progress. We uphold democratic accountability where leaders serve, not rule. Because in this party, we believe Ghana's greatness lies in the hands of her people. Your sweat, your courage, and your dreams. In freedom, you, the Ghanaian, are the author of your destiny. This is our covenant. They are the binding principles of the NPP. The NPP has never been a party of despair. We are a party of destiny. But that destiny will slip from our hands if we allow disunity, bitterness, anger, and self-interest to consume us. Let us end the hate campaigns and the subtle sabotage. It is time to choose unity over evil and party over self. If we fight one another, we will end up falling together. But if we fight for one another, we shall rise together. We have known victory and defeat. We've made mistakes, but we are not a broken party. We are only a battle-tested party. We must not allow current challenges to blur our vision or break our ranks. Yes, we have differences. Yes, we've made mistakes, but we must never forget we are what we stand for and where we are going. Let this be a reminder. No matter how talented a leader is, they are nothing without a united, disciplined, and visionary party behind them. That symbiosis, leader and party rising together, it's what we must seek to achieve.
Words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Love it.
Otec FM 102.9.
Don't touch that dial.
Today should be touch one, touch all. When one of us is touched, all of us must rise. We are one family, and the strength of our family is its loyalty in crisis. If we choose unity over ego, purpose over personal ambition, no force can ever stop us in 2028. When we are united, no external force can divide us. But when we are divided, even our strength can be used against us. Rebuilding does not mean avoiding or overlooking our differences. It means confronting them with maturity. It means refusing to let factions become permanent fractures. It means calling each other back to the center, the core which brought us this far. Your servant in Parliament hereby assure you through me that the MPP caucus remains resolute. We are not retreating. We are strong, united and committed to the values and ideologies of our party. We shall continue to defend the legacy of our party in Parliament, hold governments accountable, and show the Ghanaian people that we remain the better alternative. To our aspiring candidates, let this be a season of sober reflection. There is room for all of us at the table, but there is no room for selfish ambition. Let us rise above the temptation to win at all costs and choose instead to serve at all costs. Delegates, the future of our party rests in the choices we make today. Let us choose unity over division. Let us all rally around our elected leaders and reignite hope among our base. To our grassroots, you are the lifeblood of this great tradition. Your sacrifices, your patience, and unwavering loyalty have kept us afloat in seasons of triumph and in valleys of loss. And so to you, I say, hold on, do not lose hope. We shall rise again. The elephant has only stumbled. It has not been defeated. You have never given up on us, and we, your servants in Parliament, will never give up on you either. And to our youth, you form the majority, and your energy, your voice, and your ideas are not just welcome, they are essential. TESCOM, this is your moment. Stay grounded to our values. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Know that the future of this party belongs to you, the TESCOM youth, and our youth scattered all over the country. Learn from the elders in Parliament. Don't insult them. Engage them. Absorb their wisdom and grow with a strong conviction of our party and what it stands for. That way, you can also lead with clarity, build with purpose, and sustain the MPP legacy that has been entrusted to you. It is time to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Yes, we lost 2024 elections in a big way, but let us be clear, this was not a defeat born out of failure. It was a perfect storm of adversity no government in the Fourth Republic has ever had. From the banking crisis that threatened to collapse our financial system, which we spent billions fixing, restoring confidence and stability, to the global COVID-19 pandemic that brought the world to its knees. Then came the Russia-Ukraine war, unleashing the harshest cost of living crisis in generation. And through it all, we governed with a hung parliament and an opposition speaker. No government in our democratic history faced this scale of compounded crisis. Yet, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in the driving seat, we held the line. We do not downplay the struggle the Ghanaian people had to endure, but we should commend them because it was a sacrifices day, including the bondholders, made, which led to the big economic recovery we started witnessing from early 2024. We endured, the people endured, and still we delivered. That was leadership, tested best in major crisis. We should not be shy of the mighty gains we made under very difficult circumstances under Nana Akufo-Addo. We fixed the crisis and handed over an economy with stronger GDP growth than what the government in 8 years span and implemented free SHS, a globally unprecedented feat in a country where most students are boarders. We industrialized like never before, from 1D, 1F and industrial parks to an emerging automotive sector that positions Ghana as a manufacturing hub of Africa's single market. We expanded health infrastructure, revitalized agriculture, and rolled out STEM so boldly. The STEM education agenda, we successfully rolled it out to equip our youth with skills for the jobs of tomorrow. Thanks to Matthew Opoku Prempeh and Dr. Educhu. We set Ghana on irreversible digitalization path, placing our nation at the forefront of promising digital economy and after. Fellow patriots, rather than feeling sorry for ourselves, let us face the truth. We took the hard, necessary decisions to save this economy. And now, Mohammed's government is taking propaganda credit, reaping where it has not sown when they talk about resetting, where it is its so-called 24-hour economy, the gold board or anything else. They are simply rebranding our achievements and marketing them as their own. Let no one be deceived. The foundation they are standing on was laid by this party, by our sacrifices, by our bold leadership in the face of crisis. So no, this party has no reason to hang its head at all. In closing, I want to reiterate our theme, rebuilding together with our values. It is a charge. It is a call to realign, to renew and to rise together. And we rise again in unity and in the enduring spirit of our party, our great NPP. And I say to all of you, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we fear no evil. Let us go back to our roots. Let us rebuild with courage.
Otec 102.9 FM. Otec 102.9 FM. Otec 102.9 FM.
The words are failed. Music starts.
They just play great music that I love. I love it. I love their music. Love it.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Thank Thank you very much, the Minority Leader, the strong and dynamic Honorable Apenyo Markin. We now listen to a message from our immediate past President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The message is going to be read by a very dynamic lady. She's a two-term MP for Ayawaso West Wugon, the very constituency where this stadium, this beautiful edifice, is built. She's been a deputy minister before. She has actually received an honorary doctorate, both in the international and national circles. She has received many awards. She has served the MPP with commitment and dedication, and she's the first female chief of staff in Ghana. Let us welcome with a round of applause our own very honorable Akosia Frema Osei Opari as she reads a speech on behalf of the immediate past president. Bring it down.
The acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party and the national executives, the former president, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor, the former vice president, Dr. Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia, and spouse, Hajia Samira Bawumia, the minority leader and members of parliament, members of the National Council,
Otec 102.9 FM. Otec 102.9 FM.
Well, okay, young Twaso.
Members of TESCON, members of conference, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I read you the message from His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I feel a profound sense of gratitude for the trust and cooperation conference has shown me from the days of old, and most particularly during my tenure as President of the Republic for 2 consecutive terms. It was a great privilege to serve in that capacity on the ticket of our ever-capable New Patriotic Party. I say ever-capable because of that our non-consecutive periods in government since the 1992 dispensation began, firstly under President John Agyekum Kufuor from the 2001 to 2009, and secondly, myself, that is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, from 2017 to 2025. We have, through it all, demonstrated the resilience of our rank and file against challenges and shown without doubt, as our records have proven, that it is always only under the New Patriotic government that Ghana thrives. Today, we gather here at conference as representatives of the teeming mass of party faithfuls across the country to undertake a very important constitutional endeavor. As delegates, it is important to remind ourselves that this crucial representative function for and on behalf of our people transcends being physically present here. Wherever we are from, though we convene here at the University of Ghana, this esteemed institution of learning and history, the acquired sentiments of despair and doubt of the people we are representing today, we most importantly carry their sentiments and expectation and hope. Hope that the key steps we will undertake here will in whole or in part be a formidable effort towards restructuring, rebuilding, and reclaiming the reins of governance of our dear country. And that whilst the path will not always be easy, we will remain deeply proud of the progress made at every step, the lives we touched, and the hope we inspired. Whilst our present situation has been necessitated by circumstances we cannot ignore, I am optimistic through dialogue, mutual understanding, strong commitment to our principles and values, we can rebuild the bridges and restore the unity that has always been our strength. Fellow delegates, conference must reflect what we want all to know, that ours is not just a political party, it is a family. And as is typical of every family, we must find ways to reconcile differences and ensure that every member has a place at the table and is up and ready to be counted. We must unleash inherent energy amongst our youth with enough focus on adequate use of our structures like the recently inaugurated Patriotic Institute to empower them and offer them the opportunities to grow. They are no more the future, they are the present. Their energy, innovation, and resilience must be the driving forces behind our progress on this rebuilding journey. Our efforts must be all-inclusive. That is why structures or laws crafted in a bygone era, which notably do not reflect the realities and aspirations of our contemporary existence, must be opened up and critically examined to follow for proper reforms. Severally, I have stated, and today will be no exception, that we must continue to stand firm and united behind the eternally forthright ideals and principles of the Dankwa Dombo Buzia political tradition, which has proven the most suited political tradition on our Ghanaian market. We must make room for belief to replace doubt. For it was out of nothing that our illustrious forebears found purpose in a melting pot of scenic salt pond to bear what has over the years transformed into the formidable political ticket we have in the NPP. Our conduct, therefore, throughout this period will either reinforce the confidence of the Ghanaian people in the NPP or draw them away from us. Accordingly, I wish us all at the National Annual Delegates Conference, I wish you well and hope that the deliberations will be fruitful. May God bless the new Patriotic Party and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
right, so we former chief of staff Yemame Akusia Frima Opare one be read his speech no Nana Akufo-Addo speech one be read man no nti we dey Oma Junsa Akufo-Addo nya available ni ho aha enkran aka chese we tie ne na chika kranti wa business nsem na gu krata so ama ena maame Frima Opare ebe kinkan di maaye no the National Delegates Conference twaso the University of Ghana Stadium Legon achese enya asem ketwa kadaji mze ndie
ndie kakra bi na amendment nana ono ba be no mze penifo no obi akasa Justin Kudria abekasa na afanyoma akenso abekasa na yema me Frima Opare so be gina mu ana na do danko Akufo-Addo so o hwe omunyina kasa omode baaye na omunyina head towards ade ba ko ya nkabomu na omo eka eho asem na yeba be ko na labi ka asem bi se omo na Justin ka bibi ti se discipline awase omuhu se party ni ekese esin bibi obia awo party num ya wase omutimi ehhye omoniama eyiye se party ni hoduma se party ni hoduma o individual no uni ho se wo kogina se wo yemra se badwani eni ade na all the time bia so no on se ka se wo position no ya mo kasama yen enti se discipline of party ni ma se ka dabadabo mi oni nyanto kwa anka se be mpreduasa akoko de enko mfa ho nanso ya itimamufo no enam se obokwa koyi obi ne akoto ama no as president enti yesu ya na ye wosi kakra ewum nana ye kase de bi ohodoma ya na ye ya bi ene wo nipa no binum ewo ye amanyokuro no se bia ye de ade bi adi no bo ye na ye kase ya chekere ne nsa agunachi me kai se wo mo to wo mabaya so down ba so yi so down ba ya ya compre konnam de ba bia na onya akọ se ye bu no grofo ba bia anya asem ketwa se nya asem ketwa kra ekofa so down de be ye fene wo krum ha no sama ekowi asese wo hwemu ankasa kra na eye ye bia na se nipa bi mu ene ma ekowi omosa se ye to abati omo fenfenam 2024 no because na so obia boafu obi ani we nkasa obi ani we se nkasa and this all here said the trend no esi corona said the omo ka nkabomo no me fi se so omo de nkabomo ne boaseto ehhehha mbani se achia emui yesi abebu nyina de bia na daachi bia no na akwakofa de amomo me kai se wodi wani kire baabi bia sa na labi ka se wodi wani kire amanyokuru ma akajaka de ni ateti bi nipa bi wa kire omo nsa gunachi ni ade no tibikofo ha bebeba ye hwe makuku yi hodoma ayi maami dombe kwabenya lady ogina ye apostle kojunsafo eba no na ase ye tetete nsem bebrebe fifa no ho until say oba bonten ebe kire ni nsem mu pa no na some of us na ye tin ase say say pa na tie dia ade na to me no mobile anya because obi akiriwe obi atawi sa na omde tratre mu a ekowie wono esa no ana nipa bi mo so wa manyokuro no mu a ye beba na ye discuss offer say ase sebe social media no so tena no sa enda you mo dew sese yo oni bibia kan na watena oba bi sese atenie eni ade ende me kura de na nka me pesenka omo yi na omo ba be ya amendment na omo ba be kro omo di bibi ehyem na chechire wo no mo se wa wunni mu abekwa kwotena social media so aye wa adwo se wo de wo ye gangari ana abedi di mpanifo bi atem no e wa so omo de mara bi chechire wo na mara ne udi e ba de sa na me fi se ebebu anti so far so good se de yanti kutame na yanti jame nti e be ka se omo abo mo homoden e koso se ya de ane bia daachi bia no e be fa ama bipifo
right afenyo kasa ena mame Frima Opare be kasa mana na Akufo-Addo ye deductions 102 bi na afi ye say be say cross over to the Congress venue who are na afi tie because I'm sure say there are a couple of other mpenimfo of the party almost be kasa this year me no kasa dey omo ye flashback of the NPP omo previous events ahodo former president His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Nafe, His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor, Omunina ayi wo hoda ntem se no ye de no ebeba studio ha na yeso de ho nkomo bema.
Yes. Kalute na enkomo ayi di kan di na yesan ka atiefo biem se ene conference MPP for ye omonto abane. Nze utie ne a we conference one month to abane one be amendment
to aba
okay yen to aba say ye to aba yi Dr. Baumia any honorable Kennedy Japan any Brian honorable Brian ye be yi de obedi om da bi yen no ene abato na omu ne enkra enya abato e de nsaba kutim nkrata so we abato na ye bomra bi din say no ye de mra fofra ba say ebia ye beto presidential primaries na ba no January 31st mo am pene so mo nka say yeah na dodo na kan wa am pene so no ka say no enu bi ne ba akwa no nti yemfa hye mu sa nti nye ne na mbe yi wo mo offense candidate no ene de emra foforo bi o mo de ba no mo ko no makwakoje atum na ya kan sa no mitie minority leader honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin nensem no kan bebre na ono agitum se party ni hian kabo nti o kan kabo mu asem omo te ase se wo se wonum kabo na wonum de fight de jepa again na o kan kabo mu asem no de to dwabiem se o say no individual is bigger than the party. This is a profound statement. Say no individual is bigger than the MPP party. The same way on paper true, but it be true reality and AI be oh no it do high ebeshim. And of course all your politician or say the NDC party is a failure. 6 months a party 6 months into government and yes so you failure. Wow. And on one side we said they should not allow the year 2024 to be the year a day at one party one ina and kabom nasem na all kind ina apart from the proper politics na you say was say the government is a failure no oboni atafa ogitum say party no issues
sorry yem also say at Drew stage I want to take messages from the former presidential candidates in Adiyina. Terms Yadu Dr. Baumia so.
Alhaj Muhammadu Baumia to give us his message. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's welcome His Excellency the Vice President, the former Vice President, 2024 presidential candidate.
Come up for Jesus, una me me how nina na abaweni mo na me sewe radikasa me hanina me dadinina ebeyeti nutime sewe radikasa Mama Kuma Tomiemo
Kukrudu 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 National Chairman, Acting the General Secretary, our former President J. Kufuor, former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who I'm sure are watching us, the former Chief of Staff, the former Second Lady, my beautiful Samira, members of Parliament, former ministers and former members of Parliament, former MMDCs, our national executives, external members of external branches, regional executives, constituency executives, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives, and representatives of other political parties, fellow Kukrudites. Kukrudu. It is with mixed feelings that I welcome you all to this National Delegates Conference. It is a joy to see the representation of our party from across the country converge once again for conference. I, however, would have wished that we would have been doing so under different circumstances. Yet, still, I am filled with hope that as we reflect and reorganize, we will soon be given the opportunity once again by our countrymen and women to serve and assist in rebuilding and transforming our nation. Kukrudites, the task ahead of us is one that we have to conduct with diligence and measure. In times like this, we should be focused on strengthening our bonds of unity and reinvesting in the ties that bind us. Our foundation and our strength has always been in building a united party. We have been the party that has over the years built the broadest coalition of citizens, not just to win, but to govern. We have been the party that has over the years offered hope to the largest diversity of our peoples. Under our tent, it has not mattered where you come from, whether you are Sefi,
Fanti, Ewe, Ashanti, Gadangme, Krobo, Dagomba, Wala, Dagati, Konkomba, Frafra, or Mamprusi. It has not mattered what religion you practice, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, or a traditional African religious practitioner. It has not mattered whether you are rich or poor, or whether you are formally educated or not. This is why the root of our party resulted from an amalgamation of parties from different parts of Ghana and different interest groups. Let us remind ourselves that the parties that merged to form the United Party included the National Liberation Movement, dominant in Ashanti, the Northern People's Party, representing the Northern Territories, the Muslim Association Party, the Anlo Youth Organization based in the Volta region. Ga Shefimope represented the Ga interests in Greater Accra region. The Togoland Congress focused on British Togoland interests. The Federation Youth Organization. It is clear, therefore, that the bonds of unity in diversity has been our lifeblood and our foundation. Now more than ever, we must refresh them and desist from any language, character, or actions that divide us. With unity and consistency, we can regain the trust of Ghanaians. If we are fractured and at each other's throats, none of us can cross over and lead us to fulfill this party's purpose. Let me say that tribalism and religious bigotry, from whichever quarters it emanates, pose an existential threat and should have no place in the new patriotic party. We must also be consistent in pursuance of our effort to address not just the challenges within, but more importantly, the challenges that bedevil our motherland. In governance, there are ups and downs. Through the President J. Kufuor and President Nana Akufo-Addo periods, we succeeded at many things with monumental and transformational achievements. Their achievements, these two great presidents, their achievements will stand the test of time. We have also learned useful lessons in how to improve some things in the future. We must remain resolute and consistent in doing the right things again and in applying the lessons the next time. We must ensure that Ghanaians genuinely see the lessons we have learnt and are willing to apply the next time round. We shouldn't be shy about them. It is then that our fellow countrymen and women will give us another opportunity to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, an army that wants to win a battle must exercise discipline within its ranks. Too often, when we are yet to choose leaders, indiscipline, unacceptable language, and unpardonable behavior become the order of the day. In the end, when internal competitions are over, the attacks we would have launched on ourselves become fodder and ammunition which our opponents use to attack us. We experienced it in the 2024 campaign, and we should not let it happen again a second time. This is why I call on all Kukrudites to stop internal attacks now. Let's stop the internal attacks now. Let us rather focus on the attempt by the NDC to undermine our democracy and rule of law in trying to remove the Chief Justice. Let us focus on their clear intention to go after the Electoral Commissioner subsequently. Let us focus on the violence and thuggery their hoodlums carried out in the recent Ablekuma election, in full view of the police and cameras. I again call on His Excellency the President to bring the perpetrators to book and to remind them that the elephant never forgets. No matter how long it takes, we will prosecute the perpetrators when we assume office in 2029, inshallah. To the leadership of the party, I ask that you be firm and crack the whip so that discipline is maintained within our ranks. It is with discipline, humility, lessons learned, and the pursuit of a common good for Ghana that we can become the refreshed party we desire. Finally, in all our decisions today and in all our actions towards the reform process, let us be guided by the rule of what is in the best interest of Ghana. At dawn on December 8th, 2024, as I prepared my remarks to concede the election of 2024, my singular focus was on what's in the best interest of Ghana. I am fortified in my heart that as politicians, we should always be guided by what's in the best interest of Ghana at all times. What represents the best example to Ghana's children? What is in Ghana's best interest will always be in the best interest of the MPP. We cannot ever go wrong with that. Let us showcase it more and more as we reflect and rebuild. I have no doubt that notwithstanding the challenges ahead, of which there will be many, if we are united and disciplined and work hard, we will win the 2028 presidential and parliamentary elections by the grace of God. It is still possible. I wish us all a successful annual Delegates Conference. God bless you. God bless the MPP, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Assalamu alaikum.